almost everybody here, and that's good enough for me. So, Will, whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
Or I started it up between the shopping and episode and Diablo, so we're good.
Oh shit! All my business is just out for the whole world thanks to this this streaming. Great. All right. Mm, All right. So the random number generator that I was using earlier actually gave me the number 1.
I mean,
So I am.
it's possible.
My theory is that Foundry's D300 is a sham. I feel it's true. Today's Factspiration is question number 50. Yeah, not 192, Foundry. This is number 50. All right, this is a dumb one. Okay, I mean, what an interesting question. Would you rather live in a treehouse or in a cave?
Nice.
The fuck? All right, so I mean, I'm kind of curious what the answer is. You have to choose one. It has to be one of them. So this question was submitted by the Queen of Themis. There we go. But you can also answer the question. That's fine.
They're looking to remap the palace. You know, they're a little bit too flashy right now, so they're trying to remodel.
Right now, it's on top of a cave. It's on top of a cave, so you know. It's a combination of both.
Did I tell you guys that I wrote like a 4-page document that's like a bulleted outline of how to run the bare minimum content and still run this campaign?
You said you were going to do it. I didn't know.
Oh
you
yeah,
did it already.
yeah. I actually sat down and I wrote it out, and it's actually kind of hype, and it led me to like another spin-off of this campaign, Mythic Hero Academia. All right, hear me out.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
The campaign starts at Mitros, and it's got real big Percy Jackson vibes because you're either training for the Great Games or a student at the Arcane Academy. You see where I'm going with this shit?
Streamline it right
Yeah.
into the Great Games, I see.
Yeah. I don't know. It has some potential, but yeah. Anyways, I'll just run variations of this campaign for the rest of my life. There's my life.
Is it gonna be?
You're telling me there's a chance for an even longer Great Games arc. That's what I'm hearing.
The entire campaign could be Great Games.
Yeah, full shonen campaign. Full shonen campaign. The whole thing is just proving that you're a hero, and then we run out of funding and time.
All right, so there's gonna be a third Odyssey campaign. Look out for it.
Oh my god.
Stream.
I mean, I'm tempted to try the speed run. I think the speed run would actually. I think the speed run might actually work. All right, so, here we are. That's the question. Would anybody, for a point of demonstration or a factspiration, like to recap what happened last week on Mythic Odysseys? If you are not willing to do so or able, that is fine. I will find an appropriate NPC to fill the role. But throw a D20 in chat if you are interested in such a monumental task. Going once, going twice. Can nobody remember what happened last week? You really called me out on this.
Star Wars Fever.
Maya, take it away.
Maya, get that pesky nat 20 out of the way. All right, what do you got?
All right. Previously on Mythic Odysseys, we returned with us back on this weird metal cave area where we were supposed to search for this useless golem that looks like a trash can. So we have we decided to finally take this elevator up to this the prison deck as well as the crew quarters. At least according to what Sipo was saying. And we got up there and we continued to, look around and try and figure out where this trash can is. We eventually made it to this one, we decided to sneakily or by acting like one of the bug guards around here to get to to explore and see what we can find. Eventually made it to this one room where there was a I guess some type of mercenary, a space yeti, a cocky kid, and a weird bronze golem. They were in the middle of fighting some of the other bug guards and the weird humans wearing the gray uniforms. So we saw them, and since they were fighting the enemies of us, we it was a bit of a standoff, but we were able to come to an agreement. It was a very difficult language barrier, but apparently the gold bronze golem was able to become a translator and mediate speaking to each other. They seem to be searching for another companion of theirs, a person who definitely looked like a princess, and I could tell looking at her, the way her hair was and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when they eventually found her, they decided to run through, I guess, another passageway, not the same direction we came from, but another passageway. And at that point, the golem got shot and was disassembled itself in a defensive response, I guess. Julian was able to put him back together, and we decided to take him along with us to see if we could find the trash can. Apparently, when we described the trash can golem, based off of what we were told, he seemed to think it was a companion of his called R2D2. And so he was saying he was somewhere around the ship area, and we remember we passed something that kind of seemed like, I guess, a ship. It was a weird disc thing, but so we decided, okay, maybe we should backtrack and go that way. According to the golem, he mentioned something about engineering, and I guess that was something that Julian thought was very interesting and something that we should probably take, get involved with, and maybe in some way helping those companions that we saw earlier. So we decided to go through the door that was labeled engineering, and it was a full room full of those bug servants, I guess. They seem to be using screens and tablets and stuff like that. When we got there, one of the humans in the uniforms was trying to access what we were doing there. We didn't really have a way of communicating, and eventually kind of broken out into a combat.
It's okay, Maya. You can say it. I shot someone.
Yeah. Julian did shoot someone.
Well, you missed, but
yeah, he did miss though.
Shot at someone.
Yeah, he shot at someone. But and then chaos broke, and we were trying to figure out what we were going to do to try and get out of this, because we didn't realize we didn't have a lot of time, considering the sound of the Sphinx, the roar of the Sphinx. Eventually, another very tall black golem person, who we believe was called the Dark Lord, showed up, and for some reason we all felt like we needed to get away from him. He seemed very scary, and so in a way of getting an attempt to form a distraction and give ourselves a chance to escape, I summoned my gem draconic spirit, to hold them off while we made our escape. But Julie and Sibo seemed to have other ideas. They wanted to go in and adjust the control panels or something like that, to try and help the other people that we met. They tried, and it took a bit, but they were able to do it, and but it also meant that gave time for the other. I guess they were called stormtroopers to show up. When they showed up, we were able to hold them off a bit and try to get to the elevator. At that point, we were able to get to the elevator, but Sibo and I weren't able to get in before Oren was told the gold golem, I guess his name was C3PO, to punch the controls. So he did, and then the elevator left us. While we tried to hold him off, Sibo was able to jump the Thunderwave, the door open, and we were able to jump through the shaft. And I was shaped into a flying creature so that we can make it down safely. But as we got down to the bottom, we heard the roar of the Sphinx, and we were remade again, losing part of ourselves. At that point, we realized we can't get into a fight. We had to do this fast. We just had to run. The timing of the Sphinx seemed to be very strange. In some cases, it was very fast. In some cases, it took forever. But it seems like it went faster when we got into a fight.
Well said. Well said.
So we decided to rush and get to the area around the ship. This is what we knew from our last time inside this place. We explored the lower levels, the levels that we entered in, and eventually we came across a weird a storage room that Julian seemed to be very interested in. He went inside, and apparently there was a weird creature sleeping. It looked horrible. Massive teeth, tiny eyes. It was a weird, like, humanoid behemoth. He was searching for something. I don't know if he found what he was looking for, but when the creature started to stir, we left it alone. Eventually, we did find the trash can golem. It seemed to be violating some type of hole inside the wall, I think. But we were able to corner it, and it tried to run, but we were able to catch it. And thanks to our disguise and our experience of hearing them say something called "For the Empire," we were able to grab it and not be suspicious. So we grabbed it, and then we eventually ran back to the portal and went through. So finally, back out of this metal dungeon, we made it back to the Island of Time, and we're able to fulfill our quest by returning the trash can golem. But as we did, another strange creature ripped a portal through time and space and showed up, explaining that we were violating some type of time law, and at that point, forgot his was it Carlos? The person who hired us to do this?
Kartos.
Kartos decided to tell us that he did not know us at all, that we were, he doesn't know anything about this golem, and that I guess he was throwing us, this is an expression that Kyra has taught me, throwing us under the bus. And so we decided to say, tell the truth, and that this person, Kartos, hired us to grab this thing, and we didn't know it was against the law. And apparently the creature who introduced himself as Kabira Nazir believed us and told us that we needed to help them capture Kartos. And so we did. I was able to turn him into a turtle, and that was enough for her to capture him. As a reward, she decided to not charge us with any issues and force Kartos to fulfill his obligation with teaching us teaching us how to access the 6 circles of magic. And so that happened, and at that point we were trying to. Now that we did this, we decided to go speak to some of the Sphinx to try and get them to admit Lotus's was correct in her. At that point, I didn't know what it was, but Julian had a decent conversation with 2 of the Sphinxes that were playing Scrabble, and we found out that apparently there was some type of play or film series that Lotus was interfering with, that the rest of the Sphinx figured that they shouldn't have, and with the help of Julian and some of the information that Andronicus got from his trip to Hawaii, we were able to convince them that maybe it wasn't a bad idea that she got involved, and that maybe her involvement actually spurred along a renaissance of decent plays about heroes. And so with that, they admitted that Lotus wasn't so bad. With that, we decided to, we were done here, so we left. Apparently, the way to leave was to jump off the cliffs, but some of us found a different way by talking to some of the other Sphinxes. We had to run up and downstairs 13 times. This place is very strange. But we made it back to the ship, and when we got back to the ship, it seemed like the when we got back to the ship was right before we left. And so I guess the rest of the crew never got to experience the Island of Time. But then they were able to. But then they did know they experienced the Island of Time because they also had access to 6th level magic. And so I guess that everything worked out. And so we left.
Bow tie on it with that, or just a bow.
Everything worked out. Everything worked out.
And everything worked out. The end.
Mhm.
All right, would you like it?
And now we're on our way back to the Scorpion Island to check on the Centaurs and the Scorpion King.
Whew. All right. Would you like DM inspiration or would you like
Yes.
fact inspiration? Okay.
DM inspiration.
Wow. All right. Listen, we are in the season of fanspiration. I don't know how much fanspiration you guys got over the past week. I know a lot came in, but it's been very stiff competition right now with the excitement levels in the Curse of Strahd campaigns and the Red-Handed Doom coming to towards the end, and then the finale for Prime tomorrow. So I don't know what's come in, but I do know that that there's a lot. It is flowing like spice on some alien planet. Yeah.
Looks like we have 4.
So I gotta scroll the VOD, I guess. Did you update it since those came in, or?
No, I haven't made any adjustments to it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to scroll the VOD.
Okay. All right. So, well, I've been trying when I see it coming in when I'm playing a game, I try to copy paste it in the chat, but sometimes they do slip through the cracks. I'm sorry. Sometimes they do slip through the cracks, but I'm trying. I think there is a way that it like logs all of the things. I should probably start checking that log because we're back in business, baby. Now that Celeste is dropping new content, we're back in business.
That's not too bad to go through the VOD. You can usually, because the chat will just save through it, so you can scroll real quick.
Nice,
I'll just Control F for fanspos.
Does anybody would want to answer the unusual factspiration question? Do you want to live in a treehouse or in a cave? All right, Julian with a nice fat 19.
I mean, this is a tough-hitting question. I think it's gonna be not gonna get too many takers on this type of question. It's pretty.
All right, then
well,
we'll just skip.
You could get a 19 on beats. I mean, you roll off.
All right. I'll throw a 19 out there just to. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, we don't know. I don't know. You threw out a question mark, darling.
I think this is only this is a question of Julian's caliber, is what I would say.
You're judging me over whether I pick a treehouse or a cave.
I think everyone will be. There's obviously a correct answer here.
All right. Julian, take it away. Would Julian want to live in a treehouse or in a cave?
Well, I mean, obviously you want to live in a cave. You could dig deeper, you could expand and reinforce and have all your projects down there and be, safely, away from prying eyes.
Okay.
But you can have a tire swing if you have a treehouse.
I mean,
I can also have a tire swing if I suspend it from the ceiling.
Wouldn't be nearly as cool, though.
This is a good example of who played some serious Minecraft and who didn't. You know what I'm saying? But you may ask the same question of any NPC you've met previously in your moderately length Odyssey that you have been on.
I will ask my mother that question.
Okay. Okay. So she would pick a treehouse because, well, nobody expects a treehouse for one. It's incredibly impractical. You could enjoy it for a little while. It'll inevitably get destroyed, and then you can move back into a regular house. If you pick a cave, you're pretty much stuck with it forever, barring like an earthquake that will kill you.
Hence the reinforcement.
Yeah, so she doesn't really want to live in either of those places, so she's going to pick a treehouse, hedging her bets that it will not last very long, so that she can just move back into her cushy house outside of Astoria, so that she hasn't been back to since that one episode.
Well, I mean, we haven't gotten all of the instruments back.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
We get the last instrument, Kyra retires. It's like, all right.
Yeah, sweet. Peace. See how it goes, guys. All right.
That would be on brand for her.
And we were only doing it for 500 drachmae too, right? Each.
So one of the things I
Pretty
wanted
good
to ask
price.
you guys, I can't fix it right now, but I could fix it before next session. I'm missing Lancer initiative. I really am. I don't really like using the fucking markers and all that kind of stuff. All I got to do is just turn off like about time, and then we just have to make sure that we turn our stuff on and off manually. But then we just go back to using Lancer. I don't know.
I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm 100% fine with that.
Yeah, I miss Lancer. I don't know. It's like
Also, if you want to know if your thing is like expired or not, you can always mouse over it in the top corner, and it'll tell you if it's expired or not.
And if it's an effect, and then the effect is expired, then it'll just, it won't be applying bonuses to you anymore. It'll just kind of be hanging out there. But yeah. So is there anyone that's like, no, I want to stay. I don't want to go back to Lancer initiative?
I don't really have a preference.
All right, cool.
Same.
Yeah. All right. If I had the brains, I would try to figure out how to upgrade Lancer myself. And last time I got pretty passionate about trying to save roll 2 dice at once, and that mango guy came through clutch. So maybe if we could play loud enough and we start go around, start shaking enough trees, like maybe we could get something to fall out, but we'll see. I think that there's a real need for an updated Lancer. God damn it! I guess the first step is figuring out who made Lancer. Oh.
So I already put out an issue for that like last year.
Oh shit! All right.
As soon as 10 came out, I was like, hey,
it gets buried. You gotta like every month you gotta like
squeaky wheel. I'm telling you, I hate it. I hate it. But at my day job, man, a customer, or not customer, but a client puts in a ticket. Okay, cool. A customer puts in a ticket, then calls me on the phone, then messages me on Google, then emails me 3 times, CCs my boss on the email, says a prayer up to Jesus fucking Christ himself. I'm gonna do that ticket. I don't want to. I feel terrible doing it, but I just need them to shut up. So it works. It works. All right, that'll be summer project. Summer project. We'll try to save Lancer. # save Lancer. Not because I want to play Lancer. I'm not interested at all, but because I want the initiative tracker. All right. Great. So we left off with you guys sailing around in your boat, and you were heading back to Scorpion Island.
I think it was going to take us 3 days to get back, if I remember.
It was going to take 3 days. So you have 3 days of downtime activities, barring any complications from this random encounter I'm about to roll.
Plus a level up.
Oh,
as
yeah.
Long as we get a long rest.
Well, yeah. And let me roll a d3, and that will determine. I'm hoping everybody actually leveled up beforehand, but oh yeah. So whatever happens doesn't happen until the second day. So you guys would have been leveled by the time this sailing event transpired. Does anybody hear the music?
No.
I do not.
Okay, hold on. I mean, we heard music before, right? I just turned it off. So, like, where did the robot go? Hold on. All right, I'll get that working in just a sec. I had some tech issues earlier, which is very frustrating. I hate tech issues.
Does anybody mind hopping on the... Oh, actually, we got a couple of your... Lex, is there a bunch of background noise on my end, or no?
No, sounds fun to me.
Okay, yeah, because I got a wall unit, or window unit AC going, and I've got filters running on both.
Can't hear it.
Okay, no, yeah, I've got a Discord filter and a OBS filter, so hoping that there's not a lot at least.
All right.
Music.
Hey, turn it off and turn it back on again. All right, so here we are sailing around, getting to level. Is it what level are you guys now?
11.
11. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, it's convenient that we hit 11th, unlocking 6th level magic. Otherwise, we would have kind of had to, just kind of assume it worked.
In the other game, Anastasia and Hypatia, they spent a couple of months IRL unable to cast their 6th level spells. So, yeah.
That's tough. Especially for the wizard. Warlock's probably like,
Well, I let them have the 6th level spell slots to cast upcast spells.
Oh, okay.
But they couldn't cast like actual spells. You know what I'm saying? So they had the power to represent that they had the power, but they didn't know. They weren't able to just use the power. So, oh my. Well, that's gonna complicate things. Nope. Honor it. You gotta honor it, bro. All right. So as you are sailing along, up ahead, you see a pre-existing naval battle between 2 opposing fleets.
Oh,
Do you engage, or do you allow them to fight it out?
Who are the fleets?
Yeah, we're gonna ask.
So the fleet.
Is it piracy, or do we, have allies that are in danger?
I'm gonna roll randomly to determine it. Okay.
Because if it's pirates beating up on Sidonites, well, we'll just let the pirates have it.
All right. Let's see. Pirates. Let's see. Merchants. Mitros. And Sidonites.
Yeah, it was just a merchant vessel getting taken out. We just.
All right. It is pirates versus Sidonites.
So here's the question, lads and lass. Do we want to throw in our lot with the pirates, or do we wish to sail on by?
Do we know of notable pirates in the area, or
it is inevitably agents of Hexia, the Emerald Scale.
I mean, we do want to meet with Hexia at some point, right? Like, maybe we should help the pirates out, and then just dip.
I like the cut of your jib on that.
The known leader of her pirates is, of course, Natus, the Spring Wind, former bandmate of your mom, and yeah.
Not even an insult.
So, should I set this up, or?
And the Side Knights at this point, we've kind of realized that they're at least the soldiers are hardcore zealots. We've kind of gone through that a couple times.
You have, yeah.
Wait, before we commit, remember, we lost a good portion of our crew with that rock battle.
Yeah.
Moxena, who has worked for Hexia, in the past, does point out, as captain of this vessel, she stares you down, Adrakos, when that's announced, says, it could be a trap.
I think it's worth checking out.
Okay, I'm gonna roll randomly. I'm gonna roll randomly to see if it's a trap. Actually, hold on.
On our approach, we should keep the Stormbreaker at a distance. Take a couple smaller boats out, so that we don't have to fully engage.
You're proposing that we take the jolly boats out between a pitched battle between triremes.
Is that a bad idea? I'm not too good at naval combat.
All right, so there's a 25
extra Sidonite.
25% chance that it's a trap. 25% chance that the pirates are winning. 25% chance the Side Knights are winning. 25% chance of a tied game. Okay. Obviously, if it's a trap, then I roll again, and then I tell you it's one of the things, but then it's actually the trap.
Most of our times we run across other vessels and fought them, we've just rammed into them and boarded them. So I assume that's what we do here, just with the smaller boats, without the ramming. Climb aboard and.
You want to ram the jolly boat?
No, just get close with the jolly boats, then climb onto their ships.
Yes, using the rope.
This is the most Sea of Thieves bullshit ship battle idea I've ever heard. I feel like Justinian's spirit is being channeled through your body right now.
Is this a bad call? I
guess.
Remember, I don't think the only person here is trained with water vehicles in combat like that is Andronicos. So.
All right, fucking
as
ramming speed.
That sounds correct, Oren.
I just
My sense.
because we're down half crew, so I don't know if we'd
Yes.
be too
How-
usable.
How does the crew amount that we have affect us mechanically right now? Do we?
Okay, so because you down so many crew, that means I would say mechanically, your speed, like in combat, would certainly be halved. Like out of combat, you guys have enough like magic users. You have enough like be fast NPCs to kind of, fill the gaps there. You literally have the god of strength. He could like fart on the sails to make it go faster. Like in combat though, where all of your peeps are going to be at their stations doing things, you will start to feel that a bit more. It's the equivalent of like me not worrying about you climbing something out of combat, but then I need you to roll checks in combat sort of thing. You guys have enough crew that you're not feeling it, but you will feel it when it counts, essentially, because you are still lacking in crew members.
What? Do we want to have a poll? Do we want to settle this democratically? No. No.
All
no,
right, I can
no.
throw a poll up real quick.
Highest voted
Maybe
that she's
safest.
fine with being involved or letting it pass.
I think it'd be safest for the crew. I do want to get involved though. I think it'd be good to clear any side nights we clear out are ones we don't need to face later. And if we can somehow use this to leverage a meeting with Hexia. Or we could just take them both out and rid the world of side knights and pirates.
Guess where do we stand? Where do we stand with Hexia?
We travel with Pythor and they seem to have a bit of a
yeah.
conflict. So
All
I'd
right,
say
so I'm
not
gonna allow multiple votes, and then I'm going to say, okay. I mean, obviously you're not just going to kill the pirates, right? There's no sparing the side knights. Is that correct?
Yeah, no,
Right,
I don't.
we're getting
I don't
involved
think
with
that's.
wholesale slaughter of the Silent Knights.
Okay.
Unless they give us a really compelling reason to spare them.
They throw down their weapons, but the ones we fought in the past fight to the death, so
Yes.
All right. So multiples. I am gonna keep it open. Do you guys prefer the future I make them secret, or do you like to see? You
I like to
the,
see.
You like
No,
the
I like to see.
pressure of seeing what people vote for. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, peer pressure.
I think the voting is just a little bit easier. It allows us to like.
Oh yeah, no.
It's just the opposite
This
of just
is
streamlines the whole thing.
one of the greatest mods. If I could only have 10 mods, this poll would be one of the 10 mods. If I could only have 10 mods.
That's fair.
I didn't make a decision on killing, I see. I mean, to be fair, if we get over there and it's like a transport, we get over there and it's like a transport vessel filled with the wives and children of all the side knights, and we might.
It'll be too late. We will have already.
we've already committed to true democracy.
Man.
Oh no!
Should I roll on the moral quandary table? Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, moral quandary.
I gotta change the episode title.
It's been a while since we had moral quandary. All right, let's see. I'm gonna give this a 30% chance of a moral quandary.
Oh man, that's pretty high.
This is Mythic Odyssey, so
All right.
I mean, that's
All
not
right.
that's normal.
there's a high
All
chance
right.
of moral quandaries.
All right, we're locking in the polls in 3, 2, 1. It looks like you want to avoid bringing the Stormbreaker in. You want to somehow get your SWAT team over there just to kill the Sida Knights. 2 of you are like, bro, let's just go to Scorpion Island. All right. Majority rules here. How do you intend to get your SWAT team over to this battle? You can see the ships off in the distance, just duking it out.
How fast does a jolly boat go in like 15 minutes? They're like, what is it, like 5, 10 miles per hour?
If we bring Sidon with us, that'll help with the speed.
Who? Bring who?
Pythor?
No, sorry, Python. What's my mind
What
at?
what a slip there, geez.
Ooh, a Freudian slip? Question mark?
Oh.
All right. I will call this map Pirates versus Sidonites.
At the least, I say we keep the Stormbreaker back roughly a mile or so.
We've been talking about Sidonites so much, somehow they got stuck in my head. I swear.
Of course.
Take 2 boats, 1 for ourselves and 1 for the B team.
All right. So just give me a sec to sort of get this sorted out. And then
Speaking of which, the B team. So we're thinking Pythor for speed.
the dangers of random encounters. Oh. Alright.
I think Pythor makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe Pythor,
Yeah.
Tychon. Like,
Now the question is, does the side knight ship have hundreds of side knights on it?
It's probably got less now if the pirates are attacking. But we can assume it's heavily armed and
We
manned.
can just have Pythor like attack their ship, so he's not directly attacking people. You can just punch holes in the hull.
Then by,
I mean,
by the same
Pythor-
logic,
Pythor's
Pythor
beating
could-
ability is reducing damage against you. It's a completely defensive thing. So he shouldn't get into too much trouble.
yeah, but we can use a really big oar.
Alright.
Or he could just, get behind the boat and kick.
I
So
mean, if
if
we
we
want,
could-
if we want more
we could-
oomph for the boat, we could also bring Yala.
Oh yeah, have Pythor on one boat and Y'all on the
Mm.
other. Yeah, that's a solid call. And then she shows up and kills
Yala's
one non-paragon or
pretty good to fight
legendary
if we go
creature.
against somebody strong.
They like I know they like fighting together.
Alright, Pythor, Tychon, Yala, Telemachus,
Bring
always
all-
good to have.
Always bring
Yeah,
Telemachus.
literally always.
Oh,
Never
we're just
a
doing
bad
the
pick.
we're just,
Just an
It sounds
S tier
like a
hero.
yeah. This is Bruiser.
It's the one that you spend all your wishes on when the banner comes up. That's right.
Oh, should we bring Crusher or Testicles?
Hmm.
The ones that you get when you don't have good luck wishing on the banner. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see.
Rather than that, I think
I spent $75 and I got 4 crushers.
I think Kyra might be a solid choice just for Bardic Inspirations because they usually have casters on board.
That's a valid point. Valid point.
I think it might be better. I think Crusher might just get taken out real quick.
Hmm.
And if he
Don't
dies, in the B team, whenever Crusher's activated and he dies, he's dead. Doesn't get carded off.
I think he dies.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
almost died last time.
Any jump-ins that die while they're jumping in, they die. I mean, admittedly, you could just, do the things that you do to bring them back. So,
Yeah, the reincarnated Crusher.
Oh, I think a lot of his identity is heavily tied to being an actual bear. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a thought. We haven't done anything with Crusher in a while, so I think Oren's suggestion of bringing my mother is a solid one.
Nice. All right, Kyra, Pythor, Tychon, Yala, and Telemachus. Are we in agreement?
I'm on board with that.
Nice. 2
okay.
gods, Minotaur, a Titanborn, Telemachus.
So to make sure I understand, you are not gonna bring you're not gonna bring Crusher. Is that
Nah.
correct? Okay.
He's still got to find his family.
All right. Fair enough.
It's on a similar quest to Andronicus, if you think about it.
Oh yeah, except he actually remembers what's going on. Let's see. Sorry, I'm
Anytime.
literally building a sea battle encounter right now. So
Oh God, what have we done?
no, that's fine. It's fine. Sometimes things are off script, and that's Dungeons and Dragons.
It's
If
like what?
we were kids playing in high school, I would be like clearing the fucking table, grabbing everybody's sneakers to be boats. I mean, that's how we did it back in the day. That's how we did it back in the day. You know how many sneaker dragons I had to kill? You see any sneaker dragons
Countless.
nowadays? You're
Countless.
welcome. You're welcome. That's right. There's no sneaker dragons left. Thanks to being my friends.
Thankless work.
Absolutely. All right.
As soon as you said Sneaker Dragons, I'm immediately reminded of Dragonheart. where Dennis Quaid is like fake killing the dragon over and over and over again.
That was such a good movie. That was good times. Then they made a sequel for some reason. Jesus.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Didn't they make like 2 sequels, or was it just 1?
The greed of man knows no limits.
I think there were several sequels.
There's another timeline where the Low Switch got kicked out for Dragonheart related issues. So.
Because she got kicked out. Not even that hot of a take, honestly.
They're very sensitive.
Yeah, like geez.
Yeah. You know how some intellectuals get, you know what I'm saying? When, you know, they kind of they like living in an echo chamber sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But,
the Sphinx is kind of giving me like a Reddit mod community that's mortal kind of vibes, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Again, the dangers of immortality, for sure. All right. Now, I don't know the best way to do this, TBH, without the initiative tracker being destroyed. So I implore you, do not engage any NPCs unless you're serious about engaging them, because we want to make sure that we're keeping this initiative tracker.
All right. So what's my largest area of effect?
Get that thunder. What is that? Lightning.
Right.
Lightning storm going.
Everything
Alright.
else will be
All
handled
lightning then.
cinematically with my helper ChatGPT co-DMing. So whatever
Nice.
whatever
There
he
are
tells me,
4 sequels, dear lord.
yeah, whatever he tells me happens. All right, now you guys, I should have moved this boat. There we go. So you guys are bringing your little jolly boat and your Sea of Thieves style, rowing your jolly boat
Hell yeah.
over into the fray, trying to assume that no one will notice you until you are in a good position to strike. All right.
Can you cloak us with your magic?
I could try.
Worth a shot.
I'll be holding Pass Without Trace while we go there, but I don't know how much it's gonna help. We're out in the open like this.
Blend into the waves, maybe. I don't know. They should be a little bit preoccupied.
We could walk over to the ships.
Hmm.
On the waves,
Yes,
in the middle of a
walking.
pitch battle.
I think
Very
Yalla and
Or I
Pythor can
could just
row.
swim there.
I think Yalla and Pythor. We can't all fucking swim. I think Yalla and Pythor can get us there pretty quickly.
Okay.
Man, I really got to make like a Sidonite swarm mini at
I've
some
an
point.
18 strength. I think I'll help too. But
We're like a mile out, and Andronicus is over here doing his Olympic swimming stretches. Like, let's just swim, guys. We don't need the boats.
Listen to this guy bragging about his 18 strength in a level 11 campaign. Okay.
If you want, you
but
can just make
also
one
it's
side
party.
night be really big.
Yeah, but not all of us can like turn into David Hasselhoff from SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's
so...
true. The only film and TV thing he was ever in, absolutely. So that mattered of cultural impact. Thank you. All right.
Well,
Let's
if
see.
I made Andronicus large,
It's like you don't mess with a Hasselhoff when you're around Germans. Like he's
Oh yeah.
sacrosanct.
Making Andronicus large, and we ride him into battle.
I mean,
he like cast levitate on himself.
I can't give you any spoilers about that, but I will say that it's already well within your means to do so.
Hey, 18 strength isn't that?
All right, let's see. All right, I think this map is gonna probably kill some browsers, but we should be good to go. All right. I will just spawn more dudes as necessary. It's like one of them older video games where you see a bunch of like dudes rendered in the distance, and as you get close, more dudes just gotta spawn in. It's gonna be like that.
Or like a JRPG where you run into one guy, but then he represents like a squad of 5. And...
Oh yeah, some three houses shit right there. It's like one dude walking around on the field, but he's actually an entire army. Yeah, that took me by surprise. All right. So here we go. Pirates versus Sidonites. And then okay. And then you guys, let's see. You are somewhere. I'll put you over here for now. There we go. It's just floating in the ocean, I guess.
Well,
All right.
whilst walking, we can, jog
Yeah.
along.
Ooh, that's true. You could have just ran over. You didn't really need to bring a boat, I guess.
I just think of it.
We'll need it if we find any useful loot.
Okay. Fucking rowboat heist. All right, well, let me get some actual Sea of Thieves music for this then. Sea of Thieves.
I have control water, so if we need to lift the boat up.
Holy
So-
shit! Look who's on that fucking boat.
Who? Where?
You know what? Just cave out 100-foot square cube underneath the boat and see what happens.
Or is
Oh,
looking
snap.
at there's a bear in the distance with the pirates.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
wait.
have serious PTSD when it comes to control water.
Wait, are you? Oh, sorry. Are you talking about this pirate over here that's looking for his brother?
Oh my god, we gotta turn around real quick.
We should have brought him.
Hi Thor, I've got a big request.
We're so close, too.
I need you to tag. It'd be so sad. Yala, can you do me a favor?
She says, "Who do you need killed?"
Actually, that's pretty good. But no, there's a
bear.
bear. There's a
All
bear.
right.
No, not the bear, not the bear. Hold on, rescind. There's a bear over there that's I think family with one of our crew members. Can you go and get him for us?
You want me to kidnap him? That
No,
sounds like
go bring Crusher here.
Everyone should bring our bear.
Yeah, bring our
Oh.
bear.
the bear that you would put in the boat and then you told to get out of the boat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Why
it was
don't
the
you-
wrong choice. We
You
messed
want
up.
me to run
Well,
all the way
wait, hold
back
on.
to the ship for this
Hold
bear?
on. Hold on.
it'd be a
How
really
about
honorable thing to
we-
do.
Why
How
didn't
about-
you? Ooh, honorable,
how
you
about-
say?
I've
How
been looking
about
for this movie. You can offer a
how about
Scooby Snack.
how about we just save we're gonna take care of the side knights, and after everything's done and we introduce ourselves, we let the bear know that Crusher's on our boat.
I wanted to see the dramatic fight between Pirate Brother and Hero Prophecy Brother. But alright, that checks out too. Let's do this.
Oh man, Kyra looks is just staring across the way at this incredibly foxy anime bubblegum pink nymph pirate who is just singing commands to her extremely fashionable crew as they fend off the fury of these Sidonite warships. You do see that they each of the Natus pirate vessels does have at least one elemental under their command, but overall not a great situation for these peeps over there. Now, based on this,
we need the eyeball from.
the what now?
No eyeball.
This
Oh!
guy right here, right?
Wait,
Don't
who?
we need one of their eyes for?
Oh, my bad,
for
my bad. He got randomly generated as a
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, hold on. It would just be a regular. There we go. Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's fair. I thought you were
Yeah.
eyeballing
But
the
that was
lotuses.
that
for
was
the
not
strong
a
friend.
it's not an ancient blemish, unfortunately.
I was gonna say, well, that
Yeah.
was fucking lucky. Like,
Yeah. No, an ancient blemish would probably not make a good sailor. It would probably be a rough situation if they ever got angry. All right. So you actually do ask her to go back and get the bear?
No. Maya's speaking sense. We need
Oh,
Yala
okay.
here.
All right, fair enough. What is your general approach here?
The closest side night ship.
Okay, I mean,
I think we should go to the one
um,
closest to the bear.
okay.
So I think we should go to this ship.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I'm gonna have. Let me get it rolling and get the spell slot spent. So pass without a trace is rolling.
Yeah, so according to the random generator that we used to build this encounter, the pirates are losing the battle.
Before we get on deck, we're gonna want some magic to disperse some of the crew up top.
Hear me
Otherwise
out.
they're
What
gonna-
if we go in through the ship? What if we try to break open the side and board it from water level?
That's an excellent plan. There's no way Crash is a trireme in her map.
Um,
It
Wait,
might be
you're
a
suggesting
skill
that we
challenge.
punch a hole to the side of the ship and as water's rushing into the ship,
Well,
we go in.
whether water
and we-
rushes into it or not would depend on
The
where we
height.
put the hole. But
We're not a
we do
submarine,
all have
Julian.
water breathing on, correct?
Yes, but I'm just trying. I'm talking about some of us are not particularly strong or can swim.
I say we.
Well, Julian, you have your flying. You can
We
fly
can,
over the
we can
over the
breathe
water.
the water and we can walk on the water, Julian.
All right, can somebody roll me a D4?
Julian, if you do take flight,
Bam!
careful breaking the ship line. You're gonna be the only thing flying around besides those elementals. You're probably gonna take a lot of attention.
Right, I'm not
they
going
will
up
pick
top
this you
myself.
up.
All right, the first thing was a 4. Okay, got it. All right.
I think a hole and working our way up through the below decks sounds good.
I mean, so long as we're above the waterline, that sounds like a winning plan.
Let's do it.
All right. So the captain of the southernmost ship seems to be a Nyx-born Minotaur. Yeah, and so he is shouting and bellowing commands. His chest and parts of his body aglow with the energy and power of the Nyx. All right.
Is there a reason why this part of the map is here?
Which part? What are we looking at?
The stomach part.
Oh,
Just in case.
I mean,
Just
you
in
know,
case.
just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
I mean, we always, every once in a while we have a Drax moment, so.
Yeah, the stomach is on honestly every map. So
I appreciate that.
yeah.
Look at this guy over
You know
here.
what's the easiest place to fight that Minotaur? Is stomach.
Knows his players.
All right.
Yeah, I say we go for like the back end of that ship that's closest to the bear.
Work our way to the front.
Yeah.
Most use a Piku map stomach. All right, so your goal is to go to the back of the ship. You're gonna punch a hole in the ship, and then you're gonna climb in through the hole and fight your way to the top of the deck, trying to eventually take out the captain. Is that the play?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds pretty dope. All right.
See how can you make the hole?
As for breaking open, I mean, my first guess is I want to just try to stab it and then like thunder smite it to bust it open. But
Ooh, sick. Sibo's also got his thunder shield. So maybe you could like combo.
Combo.
All right. I mean, we've already had several naval battles against these guys. I feel like you have proven your mettle against their sheer numbers and quantity, so I am okay with skill challenging it through the ship and up to the captain. So let us take that route. All right.
Ooh, yeah, we'll breach in with the thunder smite and the shield, and then as we work our way up the stairs, we'll send the B team into the inners of the ships to cause utter mayhem with the Yala Tychon
Yeah.
and
Yala
Pythor.
Pythor combo.
Telemach just going in through the back, like running, just walking through with his invisibility up.
All right. So there's going to be 3 secret skills. There is a hidden DC. The secret skills have a DC 5 lower than the others. Repeating ones increase the DC. You guys need to finish it in a well, I'm just going to say at the end of each round that you have not finished, more losses will occur to the pirates because they're at a disadvantage at this point. If 3 rounds pass without you guys making it to and engaging the captain and his peeps in a formal battle, something wildly terrible is going to happen. All right, that seems pretty good. Okay.
Like those odds.
Yeah, let's roll you guys into the initiative. Let's see. Move these B team peeps out of the way. There we go. All right. All right, go ahead and roll me a traditional in order initiative. So, the consequences aren't yours to deal with. Oh, what would represent a success of this challenge? That's right. You're trying to do a lot here, a lot of interesting stuff. I'm gonna say that we're gonna need 10 successes at the end of 3 rounds. And each round that you do not have it finished means that your efforts have not swayed the battle yet. So if you do succeed on a check by 10 or more, or get a natural 20, it will count as 2 successes. If you fail a check, it doesn't count as a success. If you fail it by 10 or more, or get a nat 1, you lose a success. So, all right. I'm also making it kind of hard because I think the crazy thing that's going to happen is pretty cool. So we'll see what happens. All right. Oren, what do you do to contribute towards the goal of making it to the captain, while also decimating the hull of their ship?
All right, let's see. Okay, yeah. So we're working through our way through the hull. So we've just breached in. As soon as we make our way. Are we in like the rowing room, I guess, like downstairs, or what sort of room are we in? Like a cargo hold, or?
Well, for now, you're still in your boat, so you're approaching the side of the ship, and you're trying to punch a hole in the boat and get in there. So that's
okay, that's where
yep.
we're starting. Okay.
Yep.
In that case, let's see. He's gonna be on the lookout, making sure that we stay out of sight, like that our approach angle is like away from where all the side knights are focusing their attention. So I guess perception if possible.
Okay. Perception is actually not one of the 3 skills, but you may attempt a perception check.
All right.
Okay, so that was a straight roll without advantage. So that is a failure.
Ah, shit.
All right. Everything is happening all at once. This is just the 6 ships that you can see on the map. Like, this is a fleet battle, so there are several other ships off map that are also engaged in combat. Serendipitously, of course, you ended up with the most interesting ships. All right, Julian, to you.
I'm sorry, I've got Sibo's sheet up as well, and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to synergize a bit. Doesn't have silence. Does anyone have silence in the party? I feel like we did.
Sibo has it as a ritual in his book.
Ugh. Lost. All right. I don't think there's time is more important. Julian is going to pick a spot on the hull of the ship above the waterline, and he's going to cast a 4th level shatter to bust open a hole so we can get in there.
Okay, that's pretty dope. All right, since his spell slots are so limited, I will actually say that that's just a success.
Well, no, Julian's doing it. I mean,
Julian.
Yes.
Oh, your spell slots aren't as valuable as Sibo's because him warlock. All right, so
and I want to be fair.
Yeah, fair enough. So we'll go ahead and make this a caster check. I will set the DC lower as if it was one of the secret skills because this is a structure and that's what Shatter is all about.
All right. So just straight charisma roll, right? Charisma check.
Correct. Yes. Okay. 15.
I will throw out my Factspiration as well. It's a D8.
All right,
D10
go for
at
it.
this point.
I believe it is a
think-
D10. 10
I
at
think
10.
we're 10s now.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yep, 10 at 10. Ooh, okay, yeah, that is a success.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, so you thunder a hole large enough for people to start boarding the ship, and water begins sloshing in the side. All right, to Sibo.
All right. Let's see. SIBO. Everything's 5th level for him. So I'm gonna have. Sorry, Sibyl, you're not here, so I'm making a judgment call. I'm gonna have him use invisibility, cast it on those initially going in. So our martial troops that are going in. That way, they have advantage when they attack. So when they attack, they lose the invisibility, but they're attacking out of nowhere, effectively.
Okay. Okay. This sweet baby has 2 whole spell slots. So
Well, he's got 3 now.
Oh, is he got 3 now?
Yeah, he's a big boy warlock now.
Oh, he didn't level up his character. Okay, machine.
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, I'm open to suggestions if someone else wants to do some backseat driving.
You have effectively taken 33% of his potential and invested it into this success. All right. Invisibly, you guys begin to move onto the ship. Jeremy Crawford laughs because the water splashes on you and you guys show up like the Predator aliens, but that's fine. Dude hates invisibility apparently. Maya, what do you do to contribute?
All right, because we're smashing a hole through the ship and we don't want, I guess we do. It's a skill I can use then. Okay. Let me just read the spell a little bit more. Redirect flow. Okay. So because we're trying to get inside the ship and we bust a hole through it, what I want to do is cast control water to make sure that it's easier for us to get in, and then after we're in, release it so that the water can start entering the ship.
Oh, that's big brain stuff. That's good stuff. You can make a caster check, and I will treat it as if it was one of these secret skills.
All right, let me go ahead and spend the spell slot. So pass without trace is gone once that happens. All right, and then caster check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom check.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah, 9 is not going to be enough. These are servants of the god of storm and sea. And you find that as you try to control the waters against the ship, the waters seem to be resisting your call.
All right.
All right. That would bring us to Andronikos.
I'm gonna bust right in through the opening, but then knowing that I'm among the more athletic of our party, and knowing that Yala and Pythor have been told to just fuck shit up, I'm gonna stay and make sure that everybody gets in all right with an athletics check.
All right, athletics is one of the secret skills for this challenge. Oh, that is that's almost a critical success, but it is a success.
Fucking do it.
Oh, okay.
The double.
Oh, man. Oh, and you do have Telemachus here, so do you guys want me to let you know when you're close, or?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. So you gain an unlucky. That's not too bad, especially while traveling at sea. All right. That would be 4 successes already, but you need 10 to end the challenge. The round ends, and as it does, you hear a terrible sundering crunch, and you see the northernmost ship belonging to the pirates has kind of been torn in half, and is starting to capsize and sink in 2 different directions. The pirates on board are leaping into the water, trying to get away, and you see that sharks possibly attracted by the battle, are gobbling them up in the water. All right, round 2.
Too bad we didn't walk. All right, let's see. Okay, so now that we're actually on the boat, Oren's as we're moving through
Oh
the.
yeah. I'll move you over there a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah, so we're like, now we're actually in the fight, moving through. Let's see.
Yes, you guys would be in essentially the lower hold of the ship. Now, historians out there, we all know that a trireme didn't have a fucking hold, but it's a fantasy game, so suck 100 dicks. So you're down there in the hold, and they've got sacrificial animals and, you know, like supplies and stuff like that. Everyone is upstairs fighting right now. So it's just like these animals are just like screaming. If anyone could understand what they're saying, they'd be saying stuff like, I guess we're gonna fucking die, but not for God, as the floodwaters are kind of like, you know, splooshing around and whatnot. What do you guys do?
All right, so yeah, now that we're moving through, Oren's gonna take advantage of the invisibility that Sibo threw up on, and he's gonna use it to stealth through, not making like aggressive actions, keeping it, maintaining it, but just going through and like messing with supply lines and just generally being a nuisance, like tipping things over to get stuff in the way, like tipping over crates, pushing the oars that are in the ship, just pushing them out into the water, and just generally trying to do things stealthily.
All right. So unlike the Ultros, which is like mini aircraft carrier, battleship, whatever, this ship has two. It has a below deck and it has an above deck. So you're currently in the back of the ship where the hold is, and then there is a big open area where the crew basically has hammocks fucking everywhere. And then all their rowing is done up on the surface of the ship. They don't have any protection from the rain or anything like that, other than, you know, their god. So yeah, as you go through, kind of disrupting supplies and generally making a general mess, you are stealthing while you do this? Is that what you're saying? All right, stealth is one of the 3 hidden skills.
Nice. All right, and then Oren just innately has Venge on stealth.
Okay. Okay. That is a success.
All right, I'm gonna roll. Let's see. I'm gonna burn a superiority die to add 4 to that stealth roll.
Ooh, okay. So that would bring that up to all right. Oh man, I don't know if you want to hear this. If you were willing to succeed.
Oh, you know I am.
Okay.
Say no more.
No, this is you would need 4 more, so this would be a Telemachos.
Yeah, say no more. Say no more.
All right,
Sign
all right,
me up.
all right, here we go. 1
Say less, fam.
and 2.
Perfect. Social skills and athletics and acrobatics. All right, we can work with that.
All right, so you are filled with doubt, and you are winded because you just went ham on all their supplies. All right. But that is 2 successes, putting you up to 6 already on the first person of the round. So the rest of you just have to get 1 success, and you win the challenge before any other terrible shit happens to the pirates. Julian.
All right. Bloody hell. So
Damn, this music making me hella nostalgic. Oh man.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say to Maya, do you think you could get those animals to rush up onto the top deck and sort of stampede the Sidonites?
I think I might be able to do something for that too.
Okay.
Well, if Maya answers in the affirmative, so would it be a situation where like the pens need to be broken or like locks need to be picked? Because I'm just trying to know whether I need a light touch or a hammer for the situation.
Maya, you there?
Yeah. I said I might be able to.
Oh, okay. You might
try.
Okay.
All right.
I could try. Yeah.
And so is it like they've just got like some basic gates there, or does it?
Oh yeah. These animals are, they're raised, and kept fat and happy and all that for sacrifice essentially, or for food. So they're just vibing. They're just vibing there. They're very upset right now because you guys are here. There's a hole in the ship and things like that, and there's a war happening outside. But there's not like high security on these animals. They're tethered essentially. They're tethered into stalls. So your goal is to try to set them loose to cause more chaos. Okay.
Yes.
That could be accomplished a number of ways. I'd say the fastest one to represent it would be sleight of hand, of just like quickly undoing ropes and gates and things like that.
All right.
A handle animal check could also be used. Those would probably be the two skill checks that would come to mind.
All right. I'll do a sleight of hand, and I will use Demon Inspiration to give myself advantage.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay. That is. Yeah. I don't see any way for you to get that close enough to the mouse. So it's a very low roll. All right.
Even with advantage.
Yeah. You got the 12. So. Womp womp. All right.
And I can't even succeed at a cost.
No, you guys are level 11. You're trying to disrupt a major naval battle. The DC is pretty high if it's not one of the secret skills.
Don't forget about your sorcerer's versatility.
Sorcerer's versatility.
This is the rare time a skill check. It's not actually a save, yeah.
You want to use it to reroll the 6?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Just a D20.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Bang.
All right. So that is a success right there, because that comes in at a 23. All right. Well done. So you quickly and nimbly begin just pulling pins on gates, slapping asses on asses, and undoing ropes and knots as quickly as possible. Animals are now running everywhere, screaming, shitting, smashing into things. It's chaos down there. A couple of soldiers come down from above decks to see the carnage that is happening, pulling their attention away from the battle above. All right, to Sibo. Need 3 more successes before the end of the round.
All right. So, Sibo would like to try and tip the scales in terms of disrupting leadership. So I was thinking perhaps using his understanding of the construction of ships, where the captain or the pilot might hang out, so he could best figure out where to blow a hole in the deck to make someone fall through.
Okay. This would definitely be water vehicles proficiency. Yeah, but it would be intelligence based. Let's see. Could he swing history for this? History does cover a broad range of subjects.
Definitely try.
Yeah, I would allow.
Yeah,
I would allow history for this. They generally have a traditional design that they use for these vessels. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
The dude took expertise in history. I feel like we've got to reward.
The first person ever.
Yeah, we got to reward that shit. Well, I'll be damned. That is a success, and with special help, it could be a critical success. I don't.
Sibo will succeed at a cost.
Yeah, you know.
Sibo. Any chance he'll succeed at a cost.
All right, he actually only has to, with his 29 that you rolled. He only has to succeed once. Aw, him tired, but that's okay because he had well rested. All right, nice. Let's see. Okay, so then that means you're at 9 out of 10. Ah, Maya and Adronkos, the pressure is off. All right, Maya, what do you got?
Oh boy. All right, so the animals are already free and causing chaos. Okay, so that's not there. Let me see here.
I have something I can do to scare the animals to hopefully get them to go up the the deck and stuff if you want to do something else.
Okay.
You're just taking the animal role from the druid.
I mean, I've got other stuff I can do too, but
I'm not trained in animal handling.
Oh my god.
Took nature. I was more plant than animals.
What sort of
All
grove
right,
was that?
All right, let me see here. You said two people came down to try and see what was going on.
Oh, sorry. What do you want to do? I was answering a DM.
Did you say 2 people came down to see the chaos?
Yeah, a few people have kind of ducked their heads down to see the chaos. Yep.
Okay. What do I have here? Don't really have any skills that can go for this. Okay. What I'll do is I'll try and cast a hold person on them to keep them from interfering us as we try and get past them to get up to the top of the ship.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're gonna do hold person. Okay. So that is gonna be another caster check. This is the second caster check, for you, so the DC will go up.
Okay, never mind then. Hold on.
It won't be disadvantage. It just means that the DC is gonna go up by 2.
Yeah.
And it's already a pretty high DC.
I have a lot of skills.
I know. This is the rogue bard paradise. These skill challenges for everybody else, it starts to be a real struggle the longer it goes on. Everybody in 5e is pretty good at 1 or 2 things.
You're happy for you know.
Perception was already used to. Can I delay?
Unfortunately, you cannot delay.
Okay.
In
All right. Okay. I'll go for the whole person and do the turn caster check.
Okay.
Got it. Nice. Pretty solid still.
17.
17 would have been enough before, since you're using a high level spell slot, but now the DC has increased. If only someone could, if you push yourself a little bit harder, I mean.
All right, I'll succeed at I'll succeed at whatever. Yeah, I'm not wearing a helmet, but we'll see what happens.
All right, you also are filled with doubt.
Then we got ability's gonna be social.
So that puts you at 10. So all we need is for Andronikos not to fuck it up. All right.
All right, you ready for my
So Andronikos, 5% chance of fucking it up without advantage. What do you got?
All right. Well, I want to continue with the narrative we were building down here. So I'm going to use my channel divinity to Dragon's Wrath to just frighten the shit out of all the animals and make them run up the deck.
Okay, that is a limited resource. Okay, not a super limited resource. I would allow this to give you advantage on a.
Can I do a charisma animal?
It would be I would do an intimidation. It would be an intimidation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'd say advantage on intimidation. All right, yeah, that is a success. So you guys actually finish with 11, and you prevent the second pirate ship from being sunk. Okay. So earlier, Siva was kind of pointing out like the best place to sort of pop up and surprise the leader, and there was actually a hidden hatch right here, and you guys all pop up right by the captain and mature Cyclops Zero, who looks eerily familiar and maybe gives some of you PTSD, but it's not the same guy. Don't worry, it's not the same guy.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, there's only so much Cyclops art in the whole world, so I have to start making people into Cyclopses to get more Cyclops art. All right, and then this antsy Nixborn Minotaur captain looks at all of you and he says, "Wait a minute, I know you. You're the he starts
you got it.
He starts snapping his fingers. You're the
heroes.
Here, the hero. Porpoises.
That's close enough.
Led by Captain Fish. Well,
more or less.
Wait, what?
You fucked your last fish, Captain Fish.
Oh,
Have
come
at
off it. He's
me.
not a fish fucker. He's a queen fucker.
Oh wow! All right, so I'm
That's a
gonna just
weird
grab
flex.
a.
That's the
I'm gonna-
rumor.
Kyra says, "Hey, I mean, rumor, truth. I don't know. It could be anything."
Kyra is the queen of Fire Island.
It's true. You were the queen of Fire Island.
Oh god.
Ooh. Oh, I'm blushing. Gosh, in front of my boyfriend and my
Oh,
son.
God damn it. Why
Honest
are
ghost.
you this up now?
I thought that steamy
Ugh.
night of passion at the vineyard was just between you and me, but I mean, well, between you, me, and certain others, you know. Anyways, I think we're
Oh
rolling
my.
into initiative. Okay. Let me get these squads set up here. Aw, it's only giving them. All right, hold on. Eh. I'm so sad. Hold on. I gotta make a convenient effect just called like colors, and just that I can just pick my colors that way. I don't have to go through all this bullshit. I guess I gotta get used to that since they're, Cub is on death's door. We'll make a little meme of the Grim Reaper and be like, "Was I a good mod?" And then the Grim Reaper will be like, "You were the best mod." I mean, you were in the top 10 mods, for sure. Maybe. All right. It was okay. It was an okay mod. Never mind. We're not gonna make a meme for it. It's getting sad now. All right. There. All right. The squads are loaded in. I'll go ahead and roll a rep from each. Right, and then you guys should roll yourselves in.
I think we're in.
All right.
Oh, do you want fresh initiatives?
Oh, yeah, that'll probably be good. Here, I'll do a reset initiative. There we go.
Nice.
Oh, right. I gotta give him a storm priest. Hold on.
Who messaged you about a storm priest, huh?
Let's see.
Red, you in here?
Well, it's like their standard loadout on a boat, so we gotta
Yeah,
keep.
Yeah, we specifically brought Kyra.
All right.
I was too hyped seeing Smash here that I forgot about all the magic users.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. I mean, you gotta have a storm priest on a ship, just like, goblins have, cave trolls.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they are a religious order, so kind of, and they want to control the wind and the weather while they're sailing. All right, so looks like Maya, you won the initiative.
All right.
Everyone is aware of everyone. Let's do it.
Okay. I mean, we learned it, so I might as well try it out. First things
Do
first,
it.
I'll go ahead and try casting her first 6th level spell. We're gonna cast Sunbeam. Okay, let me move first. So I'll move into a position where I'm, no one is in front of me, besides them. Captain and maybe that squad there, and then I'll shoot out a. We'll be actually a good position to do this. Okay, well we'll try it here. Sunbeam. Alright.
There was a chance on the who is captaining this vessel for it to be one of the Koopa kids, so that would have been pretty spicy.
Would have.
All right. A beam of brilliant light flashes out from your hand like a Dragon Ball Z character. It's a 5-foot wide, 60-foot line. Each creature in the line must make a con saving throw on a failed save. They take some radiant damage and are blinded until your next turn. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't blinded by this spell. Undead and oozes have disadvantage on the saving throw. Okay. You can create a new line of radiance as your action on any turn until the spell ends. That's pretty dope. Okay.
Mhm.
It must be a druid spell if it has concentration.
It is concentration. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. All right. So you're gonna fire it through. It looks like the captain and Teal Squad.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Boop.
I couldn't really
boop.
see the grid here, but if I guess I wouldn't probably be able to do it with the priest and the captain.
I mean, if you moved.
Yeah. So that's the. I would have moved into a way so I can hit both the captain and the priest.
Okay.
So I guess it would have been like right here in the. Like line up around around here and then put it.
Thusly.
Like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see. That would
Do
actually
it that
be
way. Gets the big boy too.
Yeah, because he takes up that extra space. All right. Here come those con saves.
You scalp the top of Telmox's head. I thought he's got a duck.
All right. Let's see. Why does it say mixed up all of a sudden? That's kind of weird.
He's still got status effects on.
Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, your DC is a 20. All right, so the Storm Herald fails, as do these two jabronis right here. Because they are minions, I believe they just die outright.
As long as it's enough damage to go over their health.
So they are just incinerated by radiation. Magic. Let's see, and then full damage to this boy and him blinded, which is good against the spellcaster.
And I would also immolate one of those. One of the side knights that died.
Okay, and then these two make the save, so they would take half damage. Is that correct?
Half damage and no blinding.
Got it. All right. All right. In that case, having done that,
Then-
anything else from Maya?
I'll just use the rest of my movement to move to back up a bit more.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I would say the Nyxborn Minotaur is going to steal.
Okay. Everybody here is blessed now, so.
Okay. Let's see. So as he steals, you hear the bloop of one Paragon action. Since him captain. And let's see. He is going to bonus action begin to I guess cast a spell. ... Okay. All right, and then okay.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Julian will counterspell. 4th level.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. You counterspell his Misty Step. So he is instead going to go ahead and making sure none of this takes his bonus action. Yeah, he is going to charge. He will charge Captain Fish as he charges forward. And then he is going to... Ooh, these guys should probably move back a little bit. There we go. Alright, he's going to charge forward at Andronikos. And he's going to use his multi-attack. He is going to make 3 attacks. 2 with his axe, 1 with his gore. And then he is going to be reckless while he does it.
How do I bless myself?
How do you turn on Bless on yourself?
Yeah.
The convenient effects menu over on the left-hand side. You would just search for Bless.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I got you. All right. So as he comes forward, here is the first attack, which is going to be the gore. Man, Pathfinder got me holding down fucking shift when I click on stuff like a clown. All right, that is going to be a critical hit since he was reckless for 31 points of piercing damage.
All right then.
And because it was a charge, it's going to add an extra 2d8, and since it was a crit, 2d8 plus 16. So on top of the 31, add another 26. Then I need a strength save from you versus being knocked prone. Okay. Let's see. 17 is just enough. You are not knocked prone. He is then going to swing twice with his starry great axe, which seems to be made from bones and the Nyx itself, as he raises it high and swings.
Me too.
Yeah, swings once and twice. Both of you, creations of Sidon, but only one of you has strayed so far from his glory. Alright, here's the first one. That is a 23 for 19 force damage. But only an 18 with the second attack.
Oh, that one's gonna miss.
Gonna miss. Alright. Andronicus, you can steal.
Yeah, I will do that.
Alright.
Who is this person?
Which person? Oh, she is the striking Storm Priestess.
Oh, I thought the Storm Priestess was this one over here.
Oh no, this is the Storm Herald. So you remember on Galaxy Quest? You remember on Galaxy Quest when the captain would say stuff and then she would repeat the stuff? That's what the Herald does. He repeats everything. So
okay.
Hype man, dude.
yeah.
Can we just
fucking
kill the Storm Priest? Like, right?
He was
like
the guy you had the
Yala?
Oh yeah, I mean if you want Yala to just like leap over there and just fucking punch in her face, yeah. I mean that's kind of what she does, yeah.
You want to do that, or the Cyclops?
Or the Cyclops, yeah.
Feel like the caster, right? Like
I mean,
Kill the
remember how them casters did you dirty on Themis, just saying.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have Yala kill her.
Okay, so you're gonna use your action to command Yala, or not command, sorry, ask Yala to go kill that person?
Yala, would you kindly?
Sure. She leaps in the air like the fucking Hulk from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and when she lands, she just puts her fist through that woman's face and out the back of her skull. She then chucks the woman's body to the sharks, and she says, "Eat well, children of the sea."
And then I'm gonna sanctuary myself.
And she's just out of the fucking combat. She's done those. All right. Anything else from Andronicus?
Yeah, I'm gonna sanctuary myself.
Oh, very nice. Okay. That can also be accessed via convenient effects now.
Bam.
Lovely. All right. Let's see. Who would you like to pass to? Because you did not technically damage anyone.
I will. Jesus, I'm at fucking 38. This is ridiculous. Okay, I will pass to. Does this one show who has acted in some way already?
Yeah, there should be. Well, the initiative. You'll have to look at that
it does
little
tokens now.
Yeah, a little Well, there's a little Pac-Man symbol in the initiative tracker. If you look for that, but also the glowing. If they're not glowing with purple, then they haven't acted yet.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Okay, I will let Oren do his thing.
Okay.
My thing.
All right, Oren.
All right.
As you get ready to do your thing, Angsty Nyxborn Minotaur is going to go ahead and use his Paragon action. He has advantage till the start of his next turn because of his Reckless. So he's just going to keep going and drop another swing on Andronicus.
Alright, he's got a whiz save first.
Oh, he does have to do a whiz. Alright, here we go. Oh no, only a
Yeah.
14. Is that enough or no?
I'm pretty sure that fails.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's my spellcasting save, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and mine's 16. So.
Oh shit. All right, hold on. Oh man, what's he gonna
So we have to
do?
go back to the boat.
Oh yeah. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to throw his axe. All right. So he wastes his Paragon action. All right. You are up. Orin.
All right. I was gonna rush forward, get up next to Andronicus, say, watch it, that one's putting down some serious hits, and he's gonna throw up the shield wall, get that going.
Excellent.
All right, and then as bonus action, as we rush up, he leans into his spear and he's gonna try to stab at the Minotaur.
Do we have
Alright,
a
is that
convenient effects
advanced?
built for phalanx?
What's that?
Is there convenient effects for phalanx?
Oh no, I've just been using the one I've made forever ago.
All right, I can make like a placeholder. I don't have time to make it do anything, but it would like at least show that you have it on.
If you just drag over the 2 shield wall passives I've got on my effects to.
Oh, okay. To everybody else. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can't drag them directly onto the mini. That's a different game. All right, here we go.
Yeah, drag it onto their sheets.
Yeah. So there we go.
Nice.
There you go. Nice. All right, and then yes, first hit is a 29 for 14, and we'll do let's see. I think I would just go with force damage, I guess.
And then where'd Maya go? Oh, there she is.
I'm right here.
Do you have them on your sheet already, Maya?
No,
All right, I'll add them.
I used to have them, but then I got rid of them when we thought we never was never gonna see Orin again.
Wow.
Oh
rude.
man,
You're
bittersweet.
like, we'll come get you, Orin, but I'm gonna get rid of these though, because there's there's no way we're getting you back.
All right, so 29 definitely hits. And you're doing what kind of damage?
Force damage.
So all of it's force damage, or the extra damage is force damage?
Just the extra.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so he would take all of that. Oh shit. Maya, the damage you dealt earlier was radiant damage.
Mhm.
Okay, so he is actually resistant to radiant. So I'm
Okay.
gonna refund him just a little bit of health. All right.
Okay.
He takes piercing because it's from a magical, and he takes full damage from force.
All right, next attack. We got a 22 for 12 total.
Okay. He
And
takes
then-
all that damage.
Yeah, and then everyone's expecting Orin to pass, but he whips the spear around one more time for a third attack. Stabs out at the Minotaur.
Such power.
It's a 22 for 12 again.
Okay. He takes the 12.
All right, flurry of stab, just driving the Minotaur back, trying to give Andronicus a second to recover, and then we'll pass it to.
Does he still have his bonus action? Oh no,
Yeah, I used the shield wall. Yeah, so I'll pass it to. I guess we'll give it to them so we can hold on to initiative.
Okay.
I'll
You
give it to
got
Big Boy.
Okay, you give it to Big Boy.
Yep.
All right.
Get him out of the way early,
All right. Big Boy, mature Cyclops is going to. Man, he's got a lot he could do. He could throw something, or he could hit things. Okay. He can take any 2 attacks. Well, there are sharks in the water, and there's a spellcaster over here. So yeah, he's gonna move up here. And Maya, he's gonna go ahead and try to grab a hold of you. So, hold on a sec. So he's just gonna do it with the good old unarmed strike, I guess. So if he hits, he will not do any damage. Instead, he's just gonna try and grab you. All right, here we go. Only got a 17.
All right, 17's
Alright.
missing.
All right, so unable to grab you. He will then, with his cool, like it sort of looks like a stylized anchor, sort of club, he is gonna bring that down and try and smash you with his second. 23 for 18.
That hits.
Okay.
Alright, take the full damage. And then concentration check. Alright, pass.
No problem. All right. And then let's see. Julian hasn't gone yet, and they have all these little jabronis. Sibo hasn't gone yet. He is gonna pass to. Yeah, you know what? He will go ahead and pass to the Storm Herald. All right. So the Storm Herald is blind, and let's see. He doesn't want to turn on his friendly fire because he would kill all his little buddies. He's blind, so making a ranged attack would be kind of nuts. But he does hear the sounds of combat up ahead. All right, so he's just gonna kind of blindly rush towards the sound of battle.
Nice.
All right, and then because we're playing 5e and not Pathfinder, he's not gonna have to play Pin the Tail on the Donkey minigame. He just kind of listens for who the bad guys are. All right, he will make a blind attack against. Yeah, he'll make a blind attack against you, Orin.
All right.
So this is a disadvantage.
That'll miss.
All right, 11 will miss. All right, he will pass to red units. Red unit sees that there are.
Julian will spend a DM inspiration to steal.
Ooh, okay. Julian, you're up.
Because I don't want a bunch of javelins raining down on us.
It's not too bad.
You remember.
Luckily, I'm not
do, because I dealt with a bunch of that issue. So, Julian is going to steal, and we are going to use our new highest level spell slot. And we're just going to drop a mammoth jamma of a fireball on all these jabrones. You said Yala was outie of that situation, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, she does her own shit now, so she's just probably rampaging across the boat, doing her own thing.
Okay, I just because I don't want to drop a fireball on Yala.
Oh yeah.
Then she's gonna fist my face.
Should be
Marvel,
like Julian
Marvel
is a
versus
non-paragon creature.
Yeah. All right, what do you got?
We're gonna go with a fireball.
Are you gonna sorceress upcast it to 7? No.
Oh, shit.
Did I not take?
It's
I just
Might be asking for a template.
okay. No, it's just.
There it goes.
I mean that was a pretty good spot.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Fireball
I'll
too.
just
God
go
damn.
right.
All right.
I guess if you moved it back 2, you'd get, but then you'd also be hitting in another whole area of soldiers and bringing them into the fight.
Yeah, it looks like you got all of the people you need to get. So.
Yeah.
The only people who aren't getting hit are these two and these two over here. You even got the Storm Herald, the captain, and the.
I'm gonna roll for one save for red, blue, and green. They'll rep their whole squad on the saves. There we go. Oh man, DC 18, everybody fails. Holy shit. Okay, so what happens here is all those dudes take 32 points of fire damage. That's a lot of dead people. All right. Why did you all fall prone? Oh my god.
You
It's a
have
very
selected.
forced fireball.
Oh, because they were grouped when it
selected.
happened.
Yeah, when you apply an effect, it's gonna apply the effect to everything you have selected.
Cool. Loving that. That's great. All right. Let's see. So if I unapply the effect, will it? Of course not.
You can use the clear token macro.
Oh yeah, you're right. But that'll also get rid of the acted thing too.
Ah, dang it. That's true.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it didn't get rid of it. Oh yeah, because that's from a convenient effect. All right, sweet. All right, you two assholes stand back up. These guys, though, are all dead. So, dead, and dead, 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 and I think that guy's still good. All right, now this guy right here, the Nyxborn Minotaur, actually takes half damage from fire. So even though he failed to save, he ends up taking half. So 16. All right, so that's fire and radiance that you've found that he is resistant to. All right, anything else from Julian?
I'm going to, back up a bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm still a squishy caster, and I've sort of painted a target on my back. So, scoot back.
Adjacent to SIBO and Maya.
Oh, yes, good call. I will scooch over to Maya and SIBO, and I will pass to SIBO, tell him, oh, wait, no, the Minotaur is resistant to Radiant. Blast.
What?
Kill the caster, yes. What did
Well,
kill the caster.
these boys are gonna steal. The ones that, no, wait, their squads got killed. That's weird. I guess they're a squad. They count as like a unit. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I'll say that the survivors of the squad will steal.
Okay.
All right. So they shout to each other to regroup, and you see them rush towards each other.
Shit. Megazord.
All right. And you see that red and green combine with this guy over here, Tiberius, that was pulling his weight. And as they combine together, they form Brown Squad. Because that's what you get when you combine red and green. All right. Brown Squad will essentially now be an initiative. Brown Squad is going to try to counterfire against the living weapon that is this flamethrower robot who works for Heroes of the Porpoises. And here we go. Let's see.
I think Red's not around for this.
Minion group attack. Blah blah blah. They get a +5 to this. If they hit, does ×5 damage. Seems pretty good to me. All right. All right. Anything else you guys need to do? You got to move a little bit closer. I'm gonna say that regrouping does not make that possible at this time. So Julian, this will be at disadvantage.
All right.
All right. Here we go. It might get lucky. Who knows?
Man.
They got a 14 though, because of the disadvantage. So the javelins come raining down, and then you use what we call plot magic to sort of, you throw up a shield of force that kind of sends the stuff everywhere. They will pass to a black squad. Black squad is going to approach cautiously over the bodies of the fallen. And let's say they get to about here. Standing over the bodies of the dead. And then they're going to gauge the distance. And they're like, we can't reach that guy. Disadvantage sucks. Javelins suck. But there is this guy up front we could try to hit. And they're like, no, it's got to be Julian. So they're going to make a disadvantage attack with a +5. 12. It's going to miss. All right. And then they will pass to SIBO. And SIBO will close out the round.
All right. SIBO will know that the Minotaur is resistant to radiant damage, so he will target the caster, and he. Where are we? There we go. We're gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Ooh, yes, that is definitely going to hit. And these are advantage because this dude is blinded still.
Oh, and he gets 3
beams now.
because it's level 11, so 2 more.
All right. All right, 25 is going to hit, and a natty 20 to more than likely finish him off. Yeah, that'll do it. How does he finish this dude off? Phrasing right. How does he
I don't know
die?
if Sibo would
How does
do
he
this,
die?
but I think it'll be funny. So Sibo will blast out both eyeballs, and then like with the last one, it's just like a laser beam, just gouges a smiley face on the head.
Oh my gosh, it's like Amazon's The Boys right there. All right, yeah, this guy horribly defaced stumbles back and falls down dead.
Defaced.
Oh yeah. All right, that ends the round. This dude cannot steal. Finish up your turn and pass it to the next round, Sibo.
Sibo will pass to the Minotaur. No, Sibo will pass. Does Andronicos want it?
I'll take it.
Okay, Sibo will pass to Maya.
All right, Maya.
All right, I'm gonna move over to here, and then I'm gonna bonus action. Actually, wait a second. Oh, that's an action, and that's a bonus action. Okay, we're gonna bonus action Cure Wounds and Andronicos. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
bonus
Cure
action.
Wounds is action, right? So.
I don't know. I have a bonus action one.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, but it's really small. That's what I'm thinking I might just bonus action high level healing word you then instead. Okay, this is what we'll do. Well, yeah, we won't move. We'll stay back here in the corner. I'm gonna bonus action healing word Andronicos, and I'm gonna do it at 4th level.
Okay, sounds good.
Gee, wait a second. Yeah, 4th level. And then I'm gonna burn some mistletoe with that. So you're gonna get, let me see my mistletoe. You're gonna get 1, 2, and 3. Ugh, really low rolls. All right, so that'd be 12, 1, 2, 13, 14, 20, 23.
All right, 23 points of healing to Andronicos.
Yep. And then action, I'm going to activate the Sunbeam again. Shoot it through this...
You're going to shoot through Brown Squad?
The Cyclops and Brown Squad, yep.
Okay.
All right, I added this one now, so it doesn't always take my spell slot when I use it.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Boop, boop, and boop. Here we go. That's some beef damage there. Let's see. All of them fail, taking the full 31 points of radiant damage.
And are blinded.
Yes. So the Cyclops is blinded. Those guys are well past blinded. They're dead.
I'm mainly talking about the Cyclops.
Yeah.
The Cyclops is blinded.
Oh, my eye, my one good eye. Oh.
All right. Anything else from Maya?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Mature Cyclops would like to steal.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Mature Cyclops will, despite his blindness, he will swing wildly at Maya for the pain that she has caused him. Here we go. And a second time.
16 misses.
All right. Let's see. That is his turn. He will pass to Ansi Nixborn Minotaur, Captain. All right. As he does, you hear the bloop of a Paragon action. And let's see. He will try to overcome the wisdom saving throw penalty and will also be reckless this turn. Because he wants to kill Captain Fish more than anyone else. So here is the save. 19?
Yep.
All right. Does he have to make it for every attack, or does he have to make it just to get over it for that attack? It's been a while since I looked at Sanctuary.
Any who targets a creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make. So yeah, every attack.
Oh wow.
Until Andronico does something aggressive. Then it
All
goes
right. Okay, so all right. He knows he can attack you. Now it's about he's gonna. Let's see. Tough call. Tough call. He is going to. Yeah, he's just gonna go for it. He's gonna swing his Starry Great Axe at you recklessly. Ooh.
Nope.
All right. He's gonna try to do another Wisdom save to attack you again. Okay. Here we go. 19. All right. Then he'll try one more time.
And that cannot target me.
All right. Then he will swing on Orin with his last attack.
What up?
All right. Here we go. 22.
22 would hit. Orin will parry it.
All right. Sounds good. And then he will begin casting a spell with his bonus action.
Counter spell. We'll use our last 4th level spell slot, just in case.
All right. He is unable to cast a spell. Play would then pass to...
Whoever he wants.
Yeah. He will pass to Julian.
All right. Does it look like that Maya dealt with the Brown Squad? Are they more or less toast, or is it still a collection of?
I mean, there's a handful of peeps. You get the feeling that as long as the captain is still alive, people will just keep running over to assist.
All right. In that case, what I will do is, okay. So 5th level Artificer, Julian gets extra attack.
Okay.
So with Chromatic Bullet, that's a bonus action to cast,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's next time. You hit a creature with ranged weapon attack using a firearm. So it would be every attack that comes into play, or I should just put this in chat?
Sure. Yeah.
Sounds
Throw it
like
in
it
the
might be a bonus action activated, then you shoot. And then if you shoot again, it's not being affected by it until you bonus action activate it again.
Yeah, if it says the next attack, that's specifically for one attack. If it said, if it says all attacks for the round, for example, like his reckless ability, right? It says all attacks until the start of your next turn. Whereas if it said the next attack you make, then it would just be literally the next attack that is made.
But it's concentration.
Mm-hmm.
To me,
you don't have to keep passing it. It's just it might just be bonus action activate. Like it takes me an action to activate this sunbeam.
So
but I don't know.
Well, you said you were going to post in the chat, so post in the chat. Okay, so the next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack using a firearm during the spell's duration, that's pretty clear. So the next attack during the duration, your bullet sparks with elemental energy. The attack deals blah blah blah. At higher level, it does more damage, and it is concentration. So, all right. Standing example of this is any of the smite spells. The smite spells. Okay. The reason they're concentrated is because, and this never happens to you, but people do miss on their attacks, right? So you wouldn't. Yeah, the concentration is to keep the effect going until you get it to trigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, every time I'm using it, I should be using a
right
spell slot.
because it doesn't say the next attack you make. It's the next time you hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it does apply to every attack you make until you hit, and then it is expended. Yeah.
Okay, so like if I hit the first time, then my next attack with the pistol will just be a regular non-chromatic bullet, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
If you miss, then your next attack will still be chromatic bullet.
Yeah, as long as you keep your concentration, it's essentially loaded in the chamber.
Got it. Okay, I've been not using it properly this time.
Oh.
All right. Well, moving forward, it's going to be used correctly. All right. Yeah. Yeah. We'll upcast chromatic bullet to 4th level.
Oh, I just thought you, since you're a sorcerer, you just had hella spell slots. I mean, have you been doing like one chromatic bullet, using it for the whole fucking fight?
Well, I haven't been using it that much, but
right.
Yeah, I've been using it wrong. So
okay. We're here now. Let's keep going. All right. So, anyways, 24 does hit, so the chromatic bullet would go off. This was against the Captain. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And what was the damage?
I just rolled it to get it out there.
Oh, okay. So you want to do a fresh one because
yeah.
Okay, all right. Give me a fresh one.
Let's just do a fresh one.
All right. Yeah, I never thought about that. That it wouldn't occur to people that it would work like a smite spell. And then when you think about it, the smite spells themselves are so poorly worded, right? That people might consider it to be like a stance that they're entering, instead of it being like a charge attack for a one use thing. All right, he was reckless, so a 26 is going to hit. What is the damage type?
I was going to use thunder damage.
All right, thunder. He actually takes full damage from thunder.
Awesome.
All right, so a total of 28 damage, blast into him, and then you have your extra attack now.
Yep.
Which would just be a regular flintlock pistol attack.
Yep.
And let's see, that second attack comes in at a 16. This guy is going around naked as the day he was born, except for some cool spalders on his shoulders. So yeah, that's gonna hit. He takes 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. He cannot steal. Who do you pass to?
I will pass to Sibo.
All
and
right.
Sibo's going to shift focus, and he's going to Eldritch Blast this guy, because that's what we do as a warlock.
All right. And even half damage is still damage.
Yep, assuming it hits.
14 does not hit. I think
He'll succeed at cost.
Yeah, I think for accuracy, he would succeed at a cost. He is Bane, so this is about as accurate as you could get. All right. There we go. So give me fresh damage, and then give me 2 more Eldritch Blasts.
I always feel like when Sibo gets, does an Eldritch Blast, misses, succeeds at cost, gets Bane, it's like Versi being like, just not doing well enough for me.
Alright, 2 more.
Oof, the 13 would not hit. Succeeded at cost?
Yeah.
Okay. Butterfingers, an item you're holding is disarmed and lands 25 feet away.
I guess that would be his shield.
Oh, shit, okay. Oh, it's only 5 feet away, so that ain't too bad. He just reached down and picked it up. He's nowhere near the edge of the ship. Alright, so... Not tremendous damage, but damage, as the creature resistant to these attacks, kind of soaks them up and keeps fighting.
I guess Sibo will walk over to the shield and pick it up.
Okay. Alrighty. Who does Sibo pass to? You have Orin, Andronikos, and a bunch of minions.
Sibo will pass to Orin.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. I think we're gonna stay put. Keep up a wall going here. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna whirl on the Cyclops here, and gonna start attacking out towards him.
advantage. He's blind.
Nice. Alright, so keep these on force damage as we stab him. Ooh, nice.
Very nice, very nice. Alright, he takes full damage from all of it. He goes past bloodied. That is also going to hit 13 more damage.
So he just stabs him once in the knee, once in the chest, and then 32, so once in the head.
All right. Blood going everywhere, sloshing around in the ship with the seawater. He is still standing, groggy, bleeding from numerous wounds, unable to see. His eyes dazzled by radiant energy.
All right, and then a bonus action. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I think actually, I'll just do the follow-up attack. So yeah, he's gonna try to crack him over the head with the back of the spear. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, very nice. Another critical hit coming in for a total of looks
19?
like 19 damage.
Oh, he's still up.
Oh yeah, just beef boy.
Oh man! All right, in that case, I will expend.
Do it.
Nah, I'll expend 5 feet of movement, and say Andronicus switch with me, and then he'll tag Andronicus in. He'll do a bait and switch, and he'll give Andronicus 10 AC.
Holy shit! Okay.
I'll switch Andronicus. We'll switch spots.
NAC plus Sanctuary? Man.
Yeah, so he's got an extra 10 AC until the start of his next turn. My next turn, sorry. And then Andronicus will or Orin will pass to the Cyclops, as I assume he's going to steal. So.
No, Andronicus is the only person left to go.
Oh, Andronicus then. He's got it. Look at that. Perfectly planned.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to attack the Cyclops.
All right, as you do, Sanctuary falls.
Now you've only got 35 AC.
I know. Whatever will I do?
Sounds like some kind of daytime drama. Sanctuary Falls.
Like every apocalypse movie.
Now,
26 hits. How do you kill the Cyclops?
Does he count as a giant?
He does count as a giant.
Excellent.
It finally happened for you.
I cut him real good. No, he's a giant. He's really tall. I just like right below the knees.
Oh dang. Okay. All right.
And then he'll wobble around on them a little bit and then fall over the side.
Okay. Sploosh. Happy sharks.
You Sparta him into the ocean.
Nah, he just trips on his little bloody stumps.
Jeez.
God damn. Okay.
Somebody's been playing Mortal Kombat here.
And then I will second attack on. Is the
the
Storm Herald actually dead or?
He's dead. He's dead for real.
So Andronicus, I have an important question to ask you. Do you say to the Cyclops as you kill him, you didn't need those legs anyway?
I see you're filling in placebo.
But if Julian wants to chime in and say that, as he falls over.
You're filling in placebo in more ways than one.
I mean, I gotta represent my man.
Let's see. 24 definitely hits. He is going to take half of the radiant and all of the necrotic.
All one of it.
Yeah. Every will bit helps. All right. I mean, it's still 20 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. His starry blood stains the deck, and you see that he is past bloodied, staggering, swaying side to side. With your sanctuary dropped, he says, "Ha! Your god doesn't protect you anymore." And he's going to swing on you with his Paragon action as you pass to somebody else.
My god, it's strong words. Strong words.
All right, here we go. A 19 is very respectable. Against your 32 armor class. All right, you may pass to somebody else in the next round. Actually, I think he
34.
would steal it to the next round. He just got damaged.
Yeah.
All right. You hear the bloop of his paragon action come back, and he says, "What?" As he goes to swing on you, and there's just like you and Orin are just this impenetrable defensive team. All right. He is going to begin casting a spell.
Ooh, perfect. Orin's gonna activate his trap card. All right, he's gonna try to break spell on that, so he'll make an attack towards the Minotaur using his reaction. So as he starts to incant it, there's a flash of magic around Orin as he lashes out with his spear, going for the eyes of the Minotaur, and he will make an attack.
Okay.
Did he attack recklessly?
Yeah, he
Ooh.
has just started his turn.
Oh, so he didn't do it yet.
But he has to announce reckless at the beginning of the turn, which he always does. So at the start of his turn, he announced a reckless. Yes, so 25 is going to hit.
All right, so it'll be 16 piercing, and he's gonna make a con save, DC 17 with disadvantage to his spell.
All right, so this is 17 DC, not 15.
17. Yeah, because that's the trident DC is 15. But he makes.
Oh, my bad. I was supposed to hit the other one. Got it. Oh, I did a strength save though.
Nah, he would have made it with a 19. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that he still begins casting a spell? Question mark.
Yeah, he takes
Counter spell.
Takes the
Counter
16.
spell. All right.
God damn.
Well, I have to do this at the 3rd level.
Okay. I mean, it's the Misty Steps, so yeah, you counterspell it.
All this man's Misty Steps.
I mean,
Alright.
we don't want him getting away.
That's
Or
fair.
Positioning.
Okay. Well, the repositioning was really what he's after, because he's pretty convinced that he can't like hit any of these guys. All right. He is going to, I guess, recklessly swing on Orin. Here we go. Let's see, 24 for 13.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
We do have Kyra's ability active, so you can Hellish Rebuke him with your charisma stat if you want.
I already used my reaction for the break spell.
Oh yeah.
The 17 will miss, and then the 22 will hit.
All right. You may steal because we're in a new round.
Nice. Yeah, I will steal.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, so he gets hit by the first, manages to bring up his shield, turns away the second, and then gets hit by the last strike from the axe. As Orin advances towards him, strikes out towards his foot.
Gonna hit.
31, 15.
Okay. He staggers a bit, off balance. Still
Twists
going.
spear. 17
17 is going to hit.
for 14 more damage.
All right.
Still going.
The near death, I just see it turn a slightly different shade of red. The fabled third attack. 28 for 19.
All right.
He's twisting the spear a third time. His arm is fully rotated.
As a fellow 3 melee attacks man, he nods to you in respect as you take his life. How do you end this dude?
As he rips the spear free, some almost like a mist seems to follow after it, which rapidly changes from the dark red of his blood to a more purple color that seems to meld in with the magic coursing through Orin, and Orin sends him back to Lytheria. Gains temp HP as the magic empowers him.
All right. So,
He says, "Return to her."
as you end his life, his body sort of collapses on the ground, and you see that there is sort of like the shoulders and arms of like a minotaur corpse, but everything from like the pectorals down just sort of melts away into sort of star-filled void and oily blood. He lets out one last rasping breath, and he is ended. As that happens, since nobody is down and dying, this would switch to a slightly more cinematic situation, unless you guys had more that you wanted to do.
Let's see. I guess Orin would, after having killed their captain, Orin looks out towards the rest of the hoplites. It says, I am Orin of Mitros, Dreamwalker, and I come here with the hero of prophecy. You serve Sidon, but if you lay down your weapons now, you may be spared.
Okay. They look at their slain captain. They look at all of their dead allies, but they look around the battlefield and they see that they have this battle won. Whether you killed this captain or not, they will persevere. They fight for Sidon in Sidon's seas. And there's nothing, not the heroes of porpoises and not the Northwind pirates that can stop them. They let out defiant guffaws at your claims. And Orin and crew, you see something rising up out of the water behind them.
Oh boy.
Maybe. All right. Let's see. There we go. You see the head of a mighty sea serpent rising up out of the water. It seems to be powering up its breath weapon. Their attention is firmly on you and your declaration. They turn a bit too late as roiling steam just kind of washes over the deck. And the pirates all begin to scream, huzzah, huzzah, over and over and over again. The remaining Sidonite ships, seeing the creature, begin ringing bells, sounding alarms, and trying to flee. This ship over here, listing badly from the battle, continues to assail them with attacks, both magical and mundane. And from the North Wind ship, you could hear melodious siren-like song that seems to have called this beast forth from the ocean's depths.
World shout out, incoming, get down, as the steam begins to waft forward.
Yeah.
It was being sung by Smasher, right?
Well, I mean, Smasher's definitely singing along. It's a very musical. It's like if the Glee kids became pirates. It kind of has that vibe to it. Like, they're very well choreographed. All their outfits match. Everyone's dating everyone else. There's a lot of drama on that boat.
Yeah, they don't let Smasher sing, otherwise it'd be coming from...
You don't even want to know her story. It is just crazy.
Screeching.
In my head, Smasher he's in a bearer's guttural tone doing the whole Little Mermaid voice, octave run thing.
So my question to you guys is, do you want to proceed as a combat encounter, or would you like to attempt this as a role-play encounter?
I'm good with either. I mean,
Okay.
Mechanically we'd be better off in combat, because like 3 out of the 5 of us have disadvantage on social skills.
We can continue as combat.
Alright, I'll throw a poll up real quick.
And at this point, it's just us and the B team that's on the ship, right? Or is there still some hoplites left over?
I mean, they're like screaming and dying sort of thing from the creature's roiling breath weapon. But I mean, like the Cyclops would have probably survived, things like that.
Okay.
All right, I will throw that into chat.
Beat down the pirates. Wait, why is that the...
What other combat would there be? Like, I mean,
I thought we were still fighting off the side of it.
No, the side knights are routed. That's why I was asking, like...
Okay.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
That's-
I was like, all right, damn. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's see what happens.
I mean, this could be another Orn moment where it's like,
An Orn moment.
Death to Cyclops.
How about a Julian moment where we just go completely fuck up the plan every time?
Jeez. So that's why we're throwing
Okay,
a
that's
poll.
fair.
That's why we're throwing a poll up. Okay, that's why we're throwing a poll up.
That's fair.
Let's
There have been
see.
more times where Julian's just been like, fuck it, I'll kill something.
Hey, that's what I get. That's why the poll's up. We want to see how it goes down, how it shakes out. All right, I think everybody has voted.
I gave these side knights a chance. It's not my fault. They summoned a sea monster.
All right, unanimously, you would like to switch to a parlance. All right, that seems good to me. Okay. All right, so I will change out the music. And let's see.
Good thing you kill the pirates and beat down the pirates inside that.
Yeah.
Keep fighting those side knights.
You'd be like, why haven't they gone to the other boat? We'd just be here chopping down NP like the mobs for the rest of the time.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
Somebody's gonna have to go get the boat. Hopefully the last one out of the jolly boat tied it to like something inside the main boat.
Yeah, okay, that was weird. All right, this should work. I'm trying to find a good piratey song that doesn't have lyrics in it. I think this one works. If suddenly pirates start yowling in the background, we'll change it. All right.
Appreciate sea shanties here.
Okay, so in the aftermath of the battle, you guys are able to secure this side knight war vessel. It at your discretion, some of the crew can be taken alive. Most of them would prefer death, of course. Let me advance combat and then end combat. There we go. And that should shake off everybody's effects. I have to refresh my Foundry though, because I had a weird graphic hiccup. There we go. Part of why I want to switch back to Lancer is like I like the visual that kind of shows who's acted or whatever, but at least on my end, because when you're the GM, you're rendering way more than a player is essentially. So like yeah, like everything on the scene they can see, I have to keep track. My browser has to keep track of, and when they have to see special effects and all that, yeah, it starts to really pile up. All right. The pirates turn their attention once they have chased off the side knights to you. The whole time, you feel very much like you're being held at gunpoint by the sea serpent, who does not chase after the fleeing ships, but sits there staring you down on this side knight warship that you have essentially taken control of. All right. In the, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes that play out, I guess I should ask, do you guys try to take anyone alive? Or do you give them the death that they demand?
Yeah, the interim, Oren's moving between the ones that still want to fight. Oren goes through and gives them what they're looking for, and then those that throw down their weapons, as said, he leaves alone. But I guess depends on what the pirates and everybody else wants. He's ignoring them if they surrender. I imagine there's probably like out of a couple hundred side knights, how many actually surrender?
Oh gosh. I mean, statistically, someone has to surrender, right? Let me check.
Because I'm saying if it's like 3 people, and it's like, all right, pretty manageable. But if Sibo goes around and double taps, then Oren might not notice. I don't know.
So about 17 of the humanoid crew members do surrender.
Okay, yeah. Once Oren's cleared out all the zealots, he'll just go around and bind the hands of the others and say, you'll be handed over to the pirates. They'll confirm what to be done with you.
Okay. All right, so I'll take you guys over to a role play map that works, which is already set up for a mostly piratey sort of scenario.
This Kyra flag down the spring wind. We hold up like a peace, a surrender flag.
So out the window obviously is the sea serpent. But yes, Natus and first mate Smasher will essentially join you on the former Sunday Night warship, along with an entourage of her pirate guard, to essentially equal up to you guys with your B team, essentially. And she looks at all of you, and she looks at Kyra, and she has like a knowing smile on her face as she looks over at Kyra, and she says, "Oh, you you didn't have to come all this way. I would have given it back eventually." And then Kyra says, "I don't even know. I don't even know what you mean. I mean, I was just out sailing with my bros. Yep, just on a boat trip. I didn't even know you were here. I mean, do you have something in mind? That's weird. I wouldn't have even noticed or cared if it's not like what you do bothers me or is within my notice at all." And then the two women stare each other down.
It looked like you had the battle well in hand,
Insight.
but we
You insight? Okay, Maya. Yeah, these women have a deep romantic history that is unresolved, full of drama, betrayal, heartache, and maybe is still simmering beneath the surface all these years later. And Kyra definitely wants her instrument back.
we saw the
Long
battle.
Wings
It looked.
could have-
Oh, good.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we saw the battle. It looked like you had it well in hand, but we're sort of running a campaign against Side Knights, and thought we would assist where we could.
She says, "You don't have to lie to me. We were in over our heads for sure. Fortunately, help came when it was needed. But I think without your help, we would have lost at least one more ship. Maybe two."
Was there a reason you didn't lead with the Sea Serpent?
Well, if you lead with the Sea Serpent, they tend to get banished pretty quick. You generally want the enemy casters to waste their higher level spells. Then you pull out the big guns. Mr. Counterspell over there, good example.
I see.
I could hear those counterspell shouts all the way from my
Yeah.
ship.
One every roughly 3 seconds or so. Alright, let's see,
Now, you
address-
guys, you do see that you can't see the full art, but she has she is a siren, so she has the wings and bird parts and all that sort of the bird lady situation. Like the sirens that you've encountered elsewhere, she is painfully beautiful, and her natural charisma seems to lend itself well to everything she says and does. Her crew seems to be deeply under her sway, whether naturally or magically. They seem to hang on every word.
Julian's response to the whole Mr. Counterspell thing is, well, we couldn't have that Minotaur hopping around the battlefield now, could we?
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Fitting to address Smasher, Orn will say, we've got someone aboard our ship that would very much has been looking for you. I think they'd very much like to see that you're in good health. It's your brother, Crusher.
Okay. Unable to vocalize outside of beast speech, but being very intelligent, just like his brother. Yeah, he looks at you and says, "Rrr?"
One's gonna glance over at Maya, like, looks over at Sivo.
Yes, really.
Yeah,
Or in social cues.
or it shrugs.
Sivo will attempt he'll start ritually casting a couple of languages.
You hear the shuffling sound of an animal going through its marsupial pouch, and he pulls out what looks like a resplendent clay jug labeled fermented honey.
Yeah, or nods. Yes, he's quite the alcoholic.
Oh, when you say that, Smasher looks concerned, and he puts the you hear the marsupial pouch sound as he puts it away. He doesn't want to contribute to his brother's illness.
It's very understanding of you. He's been doing better now that he's been occupying himself with the search for you. We'll get you reunited as soon as the Stormbreaker comes in.
He puts a paw to his chest and says, "Rrr?"
Or glances over at Sivo.
Well, we're doing a ritual casting. I mean, unless
He's
you
like
want me to
drawing. he's like drawing on the ground and shit.
use spell slots.
Or like puts his hand on his chin, like
Not just says, yes, you. He's been looking for you apparently. I honestly thought he was dead. And then Smasher looks at her, and he's overcome with emotion. So he gives her a big bear hug. You hear her tiny bird bones sort of nearly snap and break, but she endures the hug. And she says, there, it's all right. We will anchor here for the night. I doubt those cowardly Sidons will be able to muster reinforcements anytime soon, and then maybe you can speak with him. And Smasher seems, he seems pretty keen on that. His pirate hoop earring jangling as he nods his jowls, and just drool just kind of like falls from his mouth. He lets out a lot of and sounds. He seems really into the idea.
Alright, Warren looks over to I guess, I don't know, Maya or Jonicus is a...
Well, I'm glad we could help. But now that we didn't realize you were here, now that we saw you, we actually were kind of planning to look for you eventually.
No doubt to get Kiki's instruments back?
Yes.
As well, do we want to see if Notice here has any connection to perhaps our mutual acquaintance that we've been looking for as well? The one that knows Pythor?
Oh, you speak of Hexia, the Emerald Scale, Pythor's lover, and eternal love.
Exactly. We're seeking her out to put an end to her.
Oh, why would you do that?
Actually, you know what? I'm not sure if that's what we're trying to do. Hold on.
I mean, she's an ancient green dragon. That seems pretty ballsy.
Let me pull up my notes, actually. I'm not sure if...
Her entire island is her lair. All the animals and plants there are her servants. And she has a tribe of feral elves that are all worshippers of her. Not to mention a pirate fleet under her command and a globe-spanning network of thieves and assassins.
Scratch that. I think we meant to talk to her first.
Yeah, we're trying to reconcile.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're trying to get them back together?
Well,
her face alights with excitement. Oh,
well,
what can I do to help? Do you need some singing animals, maybe? we could put them on a date and have singing animals try to, convince them to fuck each other.
Like a crab and some random
I guess
river
If it comes
fish.
to
if you're
that,
if you're close to
Something
Hexia, I
like
just want
"Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na, go on and fuck the dragon. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. We'll get something orchestrated.
I mean, given Pythor's proclivities, I don't think he's going to need much incentive, honestly.
Oh, but she might. She's very cross.
Good
with him.
point.
Yeah, stolen most of his husbands and wives. Killed his kids, eaten some of them.
yeah, that's the part.
So
we,
what exactly did he do that,
Ooh, well, they got divorced.
So was it just him, messing around behind her back? I mean...
Well, I don't know
pretty
all the
typical.
details, but I think it just came down to he didn't feel like it would be a good public what was it? What did you say, Kiki? Kiki looks horrified. She says, "Don't be putting my family's business out there like that."
Yeah, maybe we should bring Pythor in here to, or talk to him about it privately first. Actually,
Yeah, I mean, Pythor and Yala are out there just like beating people up, or throwing them to sharks based on whether they want to. Yeah, you occasionally see them like fly out the, past the window or whatever, as they either choose death or surrender.
that's 17 to the sharks and 1 to the do not kill pile.
Mm. So yeah, Kyra says, "Well, I guess we had to talk about this eventually. Pi and Hexia were deeply in love. They were friends before they were lovers, and it's very complicated. And I don't want to go into the details, but she was close, close like family, you might say. And then, well, it just we had bigger responsibilities and." The greater good and the people that the world we were called here. She slams her fist on the desk. We were called here to help, and obviously she is not a good helper because she's a criminal and a bad guy, and that's just how it. That's how the flatbread crumbles sometimes, and I don't want to talk about it. Nope, that's not alright. We do need to talk about it. Listen, if you guys can maybe not kill Hexia, that'd be really great. I would be pretty heartbroken if you did, and it would just destroy Pi.
I spoke to her, Ashley. Based on what we knew of their history, I leapt to conclusions on that.
Well, I mean, she's a real bad lady, but I mean, she's kind of like maybe a bad lady that's not as bad as the other bad lady that you work for, and her incestuous brother who's planning to destroy the, all the settlements.
Kind of hitting like 50-50 with the dragons on whether or not they're utterly irreprehensible or.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I'd say dragons are about 50-50. Yeah, they're about 50-50.
I feel like Sibo would chime in at this point, like maybe she can be redeemed.
Connor says, I think that's a great idea.
He feels a tingle in his.
In Norianda, we ate all the dragons.
Redeemed.
Well,
I have no clue to how to respond to that. I do not know if dragons are part of the Norianda lore.
I'm sure they
I feel
are,
like
but
maybe they would have eaten Komodo dragons, but I don't know about wicked, elemental spitting dragons.
well, not as. Why are you even working for Hexia? She's the slave. She's into slavery and like extortion, and she's really bad. She's gotten real bad since she and Pi broke up. I mean, she went real bad. She was like, I'm not eating frozen cream desserts. I'm gonna just be a bad bitch, and she went all in for bad bitch. You just is that what your take was when we stopped being in a band together? And Nata says we stopped being in a band together. Is that all that happened between us? We just stopped being in a band together.
Should we, allow you two to talk? I mean, we could excuse ourselves in an escort smasher.
Yeah, you know what?
Ship.
Sure. Yeah, why don't you run along, Julian, who's just a guy I know. Just a person that is the same age as everyone else. Just why don't you head on out, guy that I know, and everyone else, and we'll talk it out. And, maybe it's time for me to solve my own problems. Keep that 500 drachma for myself. And I says, you're
Well,
only
no,
paying
I
them
mean,
500
clearly have
drachma?
something unresolved issue.
You
'cause I
think
was
that
told-
I'm only worth the challenge of
if-
500 drachma?
it's the-
I have
it's
a
the instrument.
fucking sea serpent. You guys do see the exit to the cabin is right there.
One of the people had 2 elephants though, so they're kind of comparable, I'd say.
Nodus looks
Yeah,
at you. and
wouldn't-
says, are you fucking serious right
We
now?
were pretty low level when we
100%.
started this quest line. 500 gold then was a lot.
I see.
So was 2 elephants.
Okay, fair. If you were all right, I
and
guess
there were wine elementals, which I tried to drink, and that wasn't very good. That was not successful at all.
wine and
There was a whole thing. Yeah, Adronicus can fill you in, but yeah, I'm gonna head up to deck and check on the
Oh
side
yes,
mates.
he can do lots of filling in.
Oh, Boreas, huh? Mm.
Yes.
Wait, am I the last wind? I guess that
Saving
makes
the
sense.
best for last.
I'm the only one that's not on the mainland.
Yeah, it was. You were the most difficult to get to.
I
The
see.
capstone of the winds, if you will.
Ah, I like that. The capstones of the winds. That's
Yeah,
nice.
the reward money probably should have been tiered, like 250, 500,
Yeah,
750.
Oh yeah, I should have at least been like 20,000.
You hear that?
Kyra says, "Well, deal's the deal. 500. I'm gonna handle it myself. So just head on out. I guess."
You're a queen now. Surely you can afford that.
Oh, you're a queen now. Kyra
Yeah, Fire Island.
stares down. Fire Island. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of gems there. Maybe I won't just give this instrument back. Let's see, how much would this thing be worth to you? 20,000 drachmae? Smasher approaches you, Maya, and reaches out to hold your hand.
I'll hold it.
Okay. He seems ready to go see his brother.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Now, Nautus, I mean, you said
Who are
that
you
you have-
anyways to be butting into this? Doesn't involve you. Counterspell. This doesn't involve you. You got to counterspell my conversation.
I'm merely pointing
He'll do his
out-
best. Yes.
I'm merely pointing out that you said you were going to give back the instrument anyway, and perhaps as a good gesture of us
Listen,
aiding you, it would go a long way to mending things if you returned it.
just listen, Julian, who's just a guy I know. I don't need any help from just a person that is just a mutual friend on the boat that I just know. Why don't you head on out?
Is that really the best? The best
Yep.
approach, you think?
Yes.
All right.
So why don't
Okay.
all of you, who I am only friends with, leave?
Trying to help.
You want me
Fine.
to get Telemachus then?
Yes.
I feel like you need, I don't know, adult supervision.
I thought supervision. Nodus the Springwind chuckles at that. I can handle this. I am going to get back.
Andronicus, I think you've supervised plenty
Yeah.
over the months, so why don't you come on?
Nodus says, "What does that mean?" Kyra says, "Listen, you know what? Since they're not leaving, why don't we leave? Huh? Why don't we go for a little flight? A little fly on the high seas? These guys,
Historically, you haven't done great doing these things alone.
That's fine. I'm doing great. By the way, you look so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous." They begin to walk away.
Well, we want to tag along, see the touching reunion.
I feel like
bloody
she's
hell,
going to get
no.
taken advantage of.
Enough that you fucked my mother when I was the other side of the door.
Talking about the fucking bear, Julian.
I didn't know which fucking you were talking
Oh
about.
man, touchy subject. I see.
A lot of feelings are coming out today. Speaking to Crusher.
Okay, so Pythor finally comes downstairs and says, "Okay, they've all surrendered. So, and the ones that didn't were sent to Sidon per their request.
Very good.
Yala is I don't know what Yala's doing. You hear, ah! Oh, she's still throwing some people. Wow, throwing them really far. Hey, where'd Kyra go?
She went flying with the spring wind. They're gonna have a conversation.
He pinches the bridge of his nose. Well, that's not gonna be good.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
All right, I'll get ready to fight the sea serpent.
Wait, are you shitting me? We can't resolve this amicably?
Well, I mean, those two, man, it's like two things that explode when they're near each other.
I mean, I know there's history there, but I mean, it's been time. I mean, can't there be adults about it? Sort it out?
Listen, in this family, we love hard, okay?
All right.
By the way, Pythor. Sorry to bring this up on you
Why is
suddenly.
Crusher dressed like a pirate?
Oh, that's not Crusher. That's Smasher.
It's his brother.
Oh, that's
One
what
you've been looking for.
Well, they look almost the same. It just looks like he's wearing a
Definitely.
pirate costume.
Definitely brothers.
They are siblings.
Oh, yeah, okay, that checks out. Okay.
But anyways, Pythor, I'm sorry to bring this up, but we were talking to the Spring Wind about Hexia.
Did you hear that? Oh my gosh, something's happened to Kyra. He rushes out of the cabin.
Wait, next time. Anyways, let's get you and Crusher together.
Was Pythor just making that up, or did something genuinely happen?
I mean, you could give me an insight check.
He was making it up.
My without needing to roll, he was making up a very.
I mean, my passive insight is a lot better now.
Oh yeah. Plus you have advantage because he is a god. So yes, you're also confident that he has no intention of talking about the Hexy situation. That's an immediate shot down. Doesn't want to deal with it. All right. Well, serendipitously, the map of your guys' ship cabin, which eventually comes around, looks just like this one, so I don't have to change anything. Oh man, Crusher, you all fucked up for the last time they put you in a fight. Oh baby. Oh. Yikes. All right, hold on. Just poor baby. All right. So yeah, so when the ship comes back around, Crusher is adjusting the sails, because that's what bears do. I guess.
He's up on the crow's nest, like
and
roar.
he lets out a joyous Ursine cry when he sees his brother. Doesn't recognize him at first because of his eye patch. But then having the best smell of any land mammal, he immediately realizes that is his brother. And he sort of tumbles / rolls down the netting near the sails, and they run towards each other and they embrace in a mighty bear hug. There are happy sort of ursine whines and yowls as they exchange stories about the incredible adventures they've gone on. One, a famous gladiator. The other, a notorious pirate. Anyone with beast speech who listens in gains 3 inspiration, because it's the most incredible tale they've ever heard in their lives.
Would Sibo be able to listen all this at this point?
I've finished comprehend languages.
Yeah.
Is that what I was asking?
Just in time. He's got a single tear rolling down his cheek.
Yeah, go ahead and cap him off. He's got 3 inspiration from hearing the most incredible tale.
He had 2, so he's got 3 now.
Okay.
Amazing.
When all is said and done, Smasher says, "They told me about your alcoholism. You don't need that anymore. If you ever feel scared or sad, I'm here for you, brother. I will never leave your side. You are welcome on my pirate crew." And then Crusher says, brother, I have sworn a great and mighty oath. I travel with heroes that oppose the gods themselves. I cannot turn from my path until Sidon, the Lord of Storms, has been stopped, and his threat to the people of Mitros and the mainland is ended. I hope that your vows and loyalty do not put us on opposite sides. And then Smasher says, brother, I would break any oath if it meant not raising a claw against you. And then Crusher says, brother, I love you, but honor must come first. I would not begrudge you any sort of oaths or loyalties that you must fulfill. And then Smasher says, nonsense. Nautis does not believe in oaths, only in loyalty. She is a good woman, even though she's kind of a bad bitch. And then Crusher says, we have many bad bitches on this boat. I am well versed. And then he says, Smasher says, perhaps we can figure something out. For now, let us drink this non-alcoholic honey wine and talk of other things. And they, arm in arm, waddle away.
Oh, that's awesome.
Incredible. All right.
Steven walks away in tear and must go find Nessa to console himself.
Crusher will level up from this, having completed his greatest journey, but whether or not he will be swayed to join the pirate crew or stay with you guys is undetermined as yet.
Gotta follow his heart.
Okay. So, you guys have any other things? The pirates would like to essentially continue this parlance into the evening hours and provide you with alcohol and entertainment as a reward.
All right.
This would allow you to roll upon the carousal table.
Okay.
A dangerous proposition.
I think before joining the festivities, Orin would go through like wherever the captain's quarters were set up, gather up everybody in the hop, and see. I think we should take some time, see if we can find any information on the side night troop movements in the area. There could be some valuable information in the captain's quarters. If anyone wants to help me look.
Siva will volunteer.
Okay. Now this is hastily, so you don't miss out on the carousal, or do you do this instead of carousing?
I feel like Sibo would do this instead of carousing. Julian, I think, would want to keep an eye on his mom, and unless they're away from the ships overnight, I feel like Kyra and Nautis would make an appearance.
Oh yeah, they both intend to carouse.
Okay.
All three of these individuals plan to get rowdy.
All right. Julian wants to be the sort of adult supervision that Kyra deserves, but not the kind that she needs.
I see.
Going to be the adult in the room, huh?
Well, he wants to be the adult and make sure things don't get too out of hand, but he knows that he's not really controlling his mother.
With Julian,
she's gonna do, but maybe he can mitigate the worst of it.
Yeah, with Julian sober guarding the party, I'm just wondering where the line is. They're like, we want to light the sail on fire. Julian's like, all right, that sounds pretty rad. It's like, where's the line?
How long has Orin been in the Nether Seas? That's another question that might come to mind. Like, what exactly has happened since you left? All right, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Yala will definitely carouse for sure. But I mean, the carousal of NPCs, I mean, that's their business. Are any of you brave enough to carouse with these pirates?
Hmm.
I feel like you guys, when you hit level 11, you guys are now in your 30s, and you're just like, you're like carousing. That's something that a level 5 me might have done. I don't know. Level 11 me is really. I mean, I gotta save the world and shit. I don't know if I could really be out there carousing with pirates. I don't know.
I mean, if his mom was about to make horrible life decisions, then Julie would be totally down for carousing.
I see. You do have an issue, Julian, and that is your very good friend Telemachus is confused by what's going on with Kyra and Natus the Spring Wind. He
Used
says
to be roommates or something.
he said they seem like very close gal pals. Like they were they were in a band together, yes?
Oh no, Telemachus, no.
And then some.
And then some. So they started the business together.
A second band.
No, they were lovers.
Oh. But they were lovers, but not anymore.
There's definitely some unresolved issues there.
Oh. Should I be worried? He asks as the camera cuts over to the pop star diva Natus the Spring Wind, who is currently singing a song so radical that people are actually passing out from how incredible it is. Kyra's eyes are just big anime hearts, and she seems completely mesmerized. There's glitter and heart particle effects everywhere.
I don't think you need to worry about anything long-term, Telemachus, but it's likely you won't see her for the night at least.
Or what you can do is remind Kyra of the qualities that have endeared her to you, up until she connected with someone that she had a very intense relationship with. Just because it was intense doesn't mean it was a good one. I mean, part of the unresolved issues, I'm sure, was jealousy. They're both bards. I mean, they both have such huge personalities. I'm sure there was some clashing there. Not to mention that, my mother's been, running around with us, and then Natus has been a pirate this time, so they're in different places in their lives from where they were before, and perhaps reminding my mother of your relationship might not go amiss, but I wouldn't be surprised if she decides to have one more go of things.
Telemachus.
Yes.
Just you're Telemachus, be yourself, and just be the best you can for Kyra. Go have fun. Make sure she's having fun too.
He looks at you, Maya, and he says, Maya, my friend, you are always a fount of wisdom. Thank you. All right. And all of his insecurities seem to just slide off of his shoulders as he runs over to what will probably be the sexiest night of his life.
Good talk.
All right. So I'm seeing a 5-for-5 pass on carousal. All right.
I feel like,
So,
oh man, I wish Steven was here because I feel like he would definitely slip out at some point. Just like helping Oren sort through.
It was be a quick search of the captain's cabin. So, I mean, after that, there will be time for him to grab Nessa and really hit the halfling weed and get into the opium and the ether. And
it's like I feel like Steven would carouse, but the table is so rough that I don't know if I want to endorse sending.
Oh, he wouldn't do it unless we found something really juicy in the search. Which we haven't done yet. I think we need to do a search.
We are 30 minutes away from the session, so maybe maybe he did, maybe he didn't. We'll find out.
All right. So as you search the captain's quarters, you do not find much of interest. They are essentially patrolling the seas. They are on the lookout for you guys. They are on the lookout for merchant vessels leaving or returning to Mitros. And they are looking for anything from the Indigo Islands. Essentially, anyone who has allied with you, they are anyone that's publicly allied with you is
They're
been sort of,
targeting.
has been added to the list of ships that is okay to sink. To they don't use the word pirates, but pirate, privateer. There you go. They have basically been given military might to go ahead and do this. Now, I say ships coming and going to Mitros. That is to say, from nations that have essentially aligned with you guys. And there is an imperative here that the king does not need to know about what is going on.
So yeah, I was going to ask, is there anything in here that could be incriminating to show that they're not thinking of Mitros' best interests?
It is incriminating because the document saying that this is in the best interest of Mitros, but you do not need to concern King Acastus with such military activities, as he is busy, running and managing the nation, as it were. This military order is signed by Commander Gaius.
Where's the Caledone? Like, is it due to come back? Like, we haven't make a side trip to Mitros to drop that off to King Acastus or to Queen Valis.
Yeah, I mean, the next time it arrives, you could certainly do that. Yeah, you could send the letter.
We would do that.
Right.
Make a copy of it. Send the copy.
I would say it might be better for us to.
How are we making a copy? Like magically, or just like transcribing it?
I mean,
I would say
Chandras would weigh in on it, and say,
knows better.
The king will believe what he wants to believe. If he thinks that you would send him a counterfeit or forgery, then it doesn't matter if it's a real document or not.
Precisely why we keep the original, and that if it comes into question, if we send the original, it could get lost. He could take it, refuse to believe it, and have it ripped up immediately. And then where does it leave us?
I mean, he looks at you as if to say, this man who thinks he's so cool with his extra attack action doesn't understand magic at all. He looks at Sibo with a pitying look, like, what do we do with these poor non-magic people? And he says, King Acastus is well versed in the fact that magic exists and can be used in the fabrication of all manner of things. If he thinks, again, that this is an attempt to undermine Gaius's authority, it is likely he would want testimonial, not just some document. Any could forge the signature of Commander Gaius. But here you sit in a warship of the Sidonite Order, with prisoners aboard, though it does seem that they're being sold into slavery by pirates when I inquired about their fate. I'm just saying that a letter is nice. A warship, a bit more convincing. But it would represent yet another delay.
Also, I feel like that's an easy spin on we attacked a warship.
Perhaps.
The truth is we attacked a warship that was engaged with pirates.
True. You have essentially aided a criminal. If I were still in my previous position, I suppose I would consider that a clever subterfuge on your part to cover up your crass mistake or overstep.
I don't think there's much to gain by bringing a Castus in, trying to bring a Castus into the loop just yet. So we sit on it for now.
Fair enough.
If it was a merchant vessel from Mitros, then yes, we would have had something there. But not with pirates.
Fair point, Maya. Fair point.
Okay. So, I guess we continue on our way to Scorpion Island.
What is the fate of the ship? It seems the pirates are under the impression that it belongs to them now, to replace the ships they lost in the battle. Are you going to hand it over?
Perhaps we could trade it for the instrument. Barely have enough crew for the Stormbreaker. I don't think we can handle another.
I think that is a good idea, Oren. We can, let's say, we won it in battle, it's ours. And if they say, well, the Sea Serpent killed the majority of the crew, I can tell them I would have fireballed the remaining hoplites. Would have been ours
ship
ultimately.
of this size and strength would easily fetch 50,000 drachmae. That's quite a trade.
How do you propose we get it back to dock?
Yes, we're already undercrewed, and while the Stormbreaker is a mighty ship, there is a shipbreaker serpent lurking beneath the surface even now. I suppose the ship is not really a negotiation piece after all.
Well, it is for the instrument.
He shrugs and he says, I don't know what the instrument situation truly represents. I believe I joined you in your journey after most of that nonsense was already played out.
It's a quest for Kyra that we've been working for most of our time together now.
I see. So
we're so close to wrapping it up.
Essentially just japes and tomfoolery.
That's one way of looking at it. Also, could be a means of my mother finding closure in previous relationships. I don't know.
Well, with the way we've been handling it, I don't think she has gotten any actual closure.
Well, based on
that's
my
on
own...
her. She's had the opportunity.
The opportunity.
You paid for recovery services, I suppose, not counseling.
She's doing her own thing. I'm staying out of it.
Well, far be it from me to judge any other for their missteps in love. And he kind of has a haunted look on his face, Julian and Maya. And he says,
Is he staring at Oren?
No.
I put him down pretty hard, honestly. The Chorin shippers are in shambles.
No, like he's jealous of your relationship.
No, yeah, I know. I know.
Three-eyed woman.
Just like replying that Chandris has been pining for Warren.
No.
Pining for the person who's been pining for Warren.
Chandris is going to have some kind of relationship along those lines. I feel like it'd be more of the Zamroks, given their history.
Yeah, I was gonna make a comment.
That's like his brother.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like it would
that's why I thought better of it.
Stories about like, no, I've known them since childhood. They're like my sibling, but no, there's still feelings there.
We grew up on the streets together, Julian.
Yeah. That's a healthy platonic friendship right there, as seen in the Dungeons and Dragons movie. If you want to see what a healthy platonic relationship between two adults looks like.
I feel like it would be a power couple of Chandris and Liren.
Oh, Liren.
Yeah.
I mean,
both 6-level magic.
Yeah, there could be something going on there. There could be something going on.
They try to get the 7th.
Similar shades of blue and purple.
Just lump everyone together depending on their appearance.
No.
So Chandris is comes out of his PTSD and says, "No, I will be I will be doing damage control on the ship and crew. Also, assigning guards to make sure the pirates don't make off with anything from the treasury.
Also, we should probably see if we can't add some of those, the oxen and other livestock to our stores.
Now that's a fair compromise. Perhaps we can negotiate some of the sacrificial animals and then hand the ship itself over.
I think that's.
And of course, Dreamwalker, we can negotiate for some more rope.
Perfect.
All right, the instrument, livestock, and rope for the ship.
Essential items.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. All right. Well, I suppose then that the night would pass,
Ooh,
and
this just in
if
from
Julian's
Sibo.
not gonna have to babysit his mom, since it seems like Telemachus is gonna throw his hat into the ring for Kyra's affections, I guess Julian and Sibo will go carousing.
Yeah, he is confirmed he would indeed carouse. He says yes always.
Okay. All right. Then, does anyone want to roll Sibo's carousal? I need a D223.
Oh my god.
I'll roll it.
So this is you, Julian.
I'll take the first D223 I see in chat.
Fresh out.
Oh man, I accidentally clicked on my D223 button. Sorry.
This is what the
Alright,
metaverse
that's for Sibo.
was built for. Okay.
38, nice low number.
My wife once asked me, do you move all of the bad stuff to the bottom of the queue and all the good? I was like, man, I don't got time to sort that shit. Like, it's all random. There's nothing makes sense. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so apparently, he wakes up next to a lovely and mysterious woman. She is an exotic dancer named Jade.
That
Okay.
103 is for Julian.
Is Nessa close by, or is this like a...
Oh no, he's probably in a pirate hammock somewhere.
Hopefully Nessa found her own hammock somewhere.
Hopefully. Centaur hammock. Don't they just sleep standing up? I'm just making assumptions.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like they could like sleep on like a padded bench, or
they could
maybe
cut,
they could
like-
have their own
They
hammock
could
or something.
cut leg holes in the hammock and still have it suspend to support your weight.
Oh no, Julian.
Oh god.
You tried so hard to go back to your old ways, but apparently our Jesus walks with you. You are given the chance to make amends for past mistakes and be forgiven. So, I guess tell us what transpired that gave you the opportunity to make amends for past mistakes and be forgiven.
I don't know. I mean, Julian's done so much horrible shit in his time.
I know this is like you're a Catholic and you just paid for an indulgence, so you could like wipe one sin off of Julian's criminal record.
You run into some pirate that you wronged at some point, maybe.
I mean, it could be a fellow crew member, it could be a B team member, it could be whatever. Like this, these are pirates that sail over the seas, but it could also be people that are on the ship with you on an everyday basis.
Oh well, if we're making up for past amends, I guess Julia would stumble across the relative who turned to piracy of that person who was in Helios's cadre that he burned with magic. He killed with magic. We were all saying non-lethal.
Yeah.
First innocent person he killed.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So serendipitously, as you guys are carousing, one of the pirates says, "And this one is for my brother. He joined the cult of the sun in the mountains north of Mitros. Terrorist came, disbanded his religion, and he was burned alive. I carry with me the sorrow of his loss every day of my life." And you see a tear just like stream down his face into his wet beard, wet both from drink and from the sea spray of the ocean. This is a man who was broken by loss and grief.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Is there anything I could do that might ease your burden?
With bleary eyes, he turns to you and says, Julian, you said your name was, eh?
Yes.
You helped the captain take down the leader of the fleet.
We did.
You-
It was the
you
heroes of
have-
Odyssey.
You have great magic. Could you and your friends find the man responsible for my brother's death and bring him to justice?
I must confess that I know who, in such a callous fashion, killed your brother.
Do you?
It was I.
He cries out, "Traitorous Malachus! And now you've come to kill me as well!" He reaches for his emergency dagger. Oh.
I'm not trying to kill you and your family line. I'm trying to make amends.
What happened that would make you burn him alive? When I heard the news, they said that he was only identifiable by the locket he wore with my mother's picture inside.
It was the heat of battle. It's not an excuse. But I was a different person at that time in my life and prone to rash decisions. And I could have just as easily lied to you, deceived you now, but then that would not help you work through your grief, nor would that be doing justice to the progress my friends have helped me make. And I admit responsibility for my actions.
And he sobs a bit at your words. It says, "Long have I dreamed of the day when I would be able to look the man who killed my brother in the eyes before I watched the lights go out. But I am no stranger to the heat of battle. Not this is what they would call a bad bitch. And she encourages us to be as ruthless as possible. I have delivered unto others a fate sometimes worse than what you delivered to me. How many others have never heard from their friends, their families again, because of the atrocities that I have committed, the piracy upon the high seas. I am hypocrite if I carry this hatred for you any longer."
You are not a hypocrite. You feel the emotions that you will feel. If you hate me, I accept that. But I would not be doing myself a service by dissembling to you, one who has lost so much. And I wish not to lie to someone who I look upon and see needs some truth and some closure. And I, again, apologize for what I've done. Perhaps there's another way I could make it up to you. Do something in the memory of your brother.
Certainly. I know just the thing. In the Forgotten Seas, there is an island called the Garden of Helios. Could you go there and ask my brother's god if in death he found joy?
I can certainly try.
All right, and then he continues to drink himself into a blackout.
What are the odds he'll remember this conversation in the morning?
I mean, that really depends on his carousal zone.
Yeah, I know. Of course I know who killed your brother. It's me!
All right.
Brother killer. That's a name I've not heard in a
Long time.
So,
Long time.
Jade the stripper says to Sibo, I had a really nice night. I'm glad we found each other. And she snuggles in close. She says, I think you're going to be a great dad.
Holy
Man,
shit.
that's no. You see,
That's it.
That's the
I guess when she would say that, like the Kill Bill siren might start playing. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even a. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's. That's not even a red flag at that point. I don't know if. I don't know if that's a downside for Sibo. You know, Noriande. This might be just how I do.
But I mean, I feel like Sibo would be like, no, in Noriande, our species cannot reproduce unless she is also a halfling.
He just hears, great father, great father, great father, great father, great father. All right. So, anywho, I'm assuming he will find a way to extricate himself from that situation. Okay.
Right.
With all of that settled,
Real quick.
yeah.
Yeah, sometime after the night of carousing and Orin spending some time going through what's left of the captain's cabin, he'll make his way out into the ship, stepping over the probably drunk and recovering bodies in the early mornings, and I assume he can find Julian relatively easily after Julian's done talking to a couple of random pirates, right?
I mean, you know, they're carousing, but it seems that he wasn't put in a situation that would make him impossible to find.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like the morning after when he's like stepping over.
Oh, yeah, the morning after.
Alright,
Sure. Yeah.
This might even be in the morning whenever Julian's like still waking up and like.
And keep in mind, this is a combination of fantasy Greek pirates, who also have a tremendous number of fae amongst their number, and maenads, and then you've got fantasy Greek sailors who thought going on an odyssey to kill God with you guys was a good idea. So these are not very good decision-making people. So last night was possibly the rowdiest night you've ever witnessed.
Yeah, he's gonna go and he'll see if he can find Julian, fully conscious
Julian
or not.
eventually took shelter of the crow's nest.
All right. He climbs up next to you. He'll say, "You got any room up here?"
Yes, I was trying to avoid the advances of a particularly amorous maenad. Our experiences the old wood put a bad taste in my mouth.
All right. He's gonna stand in there and he's quiet for a minute or two, and then he's gonna, as he's kind of staring out at the sea, he'll turn back to you, Julian, and he'll say, I stand stranded on an island, not much bigger than a sandbar. In the distance, sailing past, I can see a trireme with soldiers moving about on its deck. I can see them flying the colors of the 24th Maitreyan Legion, just brown and silver, flipping in the breeze. Past it, I can see the Stormbreaker, full mast, as the oars row, propelling it into the distance. I can even make out some of the heroes moving about on the deck. I quickly go to enter the sea, looking to rejoin quickly. I find that it stings, begins to burn at my skin, melting through my armor. Despite that, I try to swim it, only to sink like a stone, dropping through the waves, just into the dark. After some time, I wake up on the beach, alone. That's my dream, Julian. It's one of the tenets of Lutheria that I tell it to you. For anyone, really.
When you say it is your dream, this is a recurring dream that you have when you sleep.
It's actually one of the more pleasant ones.
I see. I was about to say, that sounds almost nightmarish from my perspective. So you experience far worse at times. I take it.
This one's mostly solitude. In the moment, it's bad. But grow to accept it. What I'm doing here, serving Lutheria, I tell myself it's necessary. But I don't know if that's just a hollow justification.
We all serve masters to one degree or another. I have not sworn, but I follow the tenets of Vulcan. And because of her power, and unfortunately what happened on the Island of Exiles, you were pressed into service of Lutheria. But is that something you want? Is that something you accept? We are outside of fate, as far as we've been told. Perhaps that is something that could be rewritten.
Whether it pleases me or not isn't the concern now. I've thought about this, and my intention from the start has been to secure peace for Thylea. And the best way to go about that, I've seen, is keeping the years of prophecy alive. The way I've been drawing attention, protecting, it hasn't been enough, and I'm not confident in my ability to keep it up against, what we are looking to face here. There's really only one way to keep you all in this fight. And that's the path I'm taking.
That may be what you can see from your point of view, but even in your altered state, you are still a hero of prophecy. We all swore oaths. Let us help you. Let us chart a different course. Let us find an alternative.
An alternative? Are we gonna find an alternative if I shirk Lutheria and we need her to bring somebody back?
I'm not saying shirk the god of death, but perhaps altering the terms or finding a way to renegotiate. There's always a deal to be had, one way or another. And it's just a matter of figuring out what people want sometimes.
Don't know what she wants. And as you say, that's an issue. I wouldn't really even trust her answer, so it's quite the conundrum.
Sometimes it's a matter of taking what you can figure out and making the best judgment of that information. But she is deceptive and dangerous. And I take your point, but...
For now, at least, she is sympathetic to the cause.
Until it suits her otherwise. I wish I knew more about her, a better way to understand her. I wish I knew more about that scythe. There's something about that scythe and Andronikos. I can't piece it together. I can't remember it.
This Oren's gonna grimace. Say, we took stock of it the last few times that Lutheria appeared to us, and it was particularly noticeable on the Exile Island. Her moods, her mental state, it is in constant flux, Julian. Some days, in my servitude with her, she's downright altruistic. She can even be reasoned with, but other times, you'll find her cruel and impossible to make sense of. And these times, they can be any span. Agreeing to work with Lutheria is like agreeing to hold a rattlesnake.
I take your meaning, but considering if the alternative is that we don't find the allies, don't find the resources we need to defeat Sidon. I don't know. One of us holding on to a rattlesnake versus being able to ensure the continuance of the rest of the world. Those seem to be not terribly great odds, but the trade-off is reasonable, perhaps.
I brought this to you because Doran will gesture towards the collar on Julian's neck. So, you are uniquely positioned to empathize with it. And I need that because, just like I tell myself I serve Lutheria for the Heroes of Prophecy, I still tell myself that there is a line. But I've already crossed several in this Odyssey, so what I'm saying is I need you to act as you always have, but bearing in mind that to say it plainly, I think I am compromised, just innately. You and I are usually at odds with our methods, so I think you're also perhaps well positioned to keep an eye on things.
I understand your concern about having entered Lutheria's service, and I get it. She has injected her magic into you.
And I know you'll say, "Oh, you're always a hero of prophecy in my book, and you've been with us since the start and all that." But no, I'm bringing it to you so that you can. I need you to do your Julian thing with the others.
To be dispassionate and analyze the situation.
I'm bringing it to you so that you can approach the others how you would, without me bringing it to everyone. Because I know it'll just be, you're always a hero of prophecy in our book and all that. But I need you to be there as a check and to bring it to them as a, so that it's at least considered.
That what is considered? That you
I will
leave us?
do, with my mind made up, I will do anything to maintain Lutheria's graces. Because as I see it, it's the only way to ensure the heroes of prophecy are intact at the end of this, when we confront Sidon. There's only one way back from the underworld that doesn't involve you getting dragged back by the Fates or Harpies or the Furies. And that's through Lutheria.
So you want us to let you go when it's all said and done? Let you do your thing? Let you do what you need to do for the heroes of prophecy, and then let you walk away?
I'd prefer if you held me accountable, but I'm just telling you that if there's something I need to do, that if there's a line I have to cross to keep this bargain I've made, I will cross it.
I see. So it's not victory at any cost. It's a matter of trying to balance out the power Lutheria has given you against what we represent as the heroes of prophecy. Am I understanding that?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we can't let her have undue sway over the heroes. She's smart, Julian. Throughout the madness and bouts of cruelty or whatever state she's in, there's always the cunning edge underneath. It never leaves her. So whatever she's planning, this downfall of Sidon and tasking me amongst you to undertake it, I can't say to what end it will be. I just hope that it roughly aligns with what we're looking to do here.
Being unmade and remade, my mind has suffered some. So I appreciate your patience in me trying to understand what you were driving at, but now that I do understand, I'm concerned that you are alluding to her becoming a greater threat than Sidon when it's all said and done.
She already is a greater threat to Sidon, and for this conversation,
No, I mean a
we
greater
could,
threat to the world.
She is, I tell you with the utmost confidence. For this conversation, we can bring in the others. I can give you details on how she's running things and the measure of control she's exerting to maintain in her own way peace for Thylea. Well, to maintain anything, Thylea. But this is a conversation I think we should bring the others for.
Yes, that's a valid point. Let's go find Maya and Andronikos. I think they're back on the ship. Sibo's gotten somewhere. He was with some blonde woman earlier. Let's have a conversation over breakfast, and then we'll sort out this business with the spoils of war. But I will hold you accountable, Oren, as you've asked.
It's appreciated.
It's good to have you back, nonetheless.
All right, I want to go to climb down the rigging.
Okay. So, we are at time, and might not be bad to leave off with you guys getting ready to sort of powwow with perhaps just the 5 of you, without the influence of the B team or any of that kind of stuff, unless you want them in as council. and sort of catch each other up on the things that you know and the leads that you have and the direction things might go. And that could be sort of where we pick up next week.
Right.
So, all right. So I'll take you guys back to the wider world map. Let's see. There we go. Now the course is still charted for Scorpion Island. Your sailing encounter, which ended up being a lot more than I think anybody anticipated, sort of leaves you with a lot of additional things to sort of mull over. But you know, Scorpion Island still waits to see what are the gains and or consequences of the removal of the Scorpion's curse from the Centaur tribes of the island. And I guess we'll figure out all of that, question mark, next week. So,
That sounds good.
all right. Quick announcements. Tomorrow night, 95% likely to be the finale for Odyssey Prime. I mean, obviously, don't watch it or interact with it in any way, shape, or form. But
So
it
you're
is
saying
kind of.
I should leave my house tomorrow night?
Oh, I don't know if you leave your house. Do you listen in? Do you guys?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I assume that she has some like secret layer, like where like she plays D&D that you don't know about. But yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's pretty fucking crazy. The following Monday, we're gonna have one more session, but not really a session. We're all just gonna hang out. And we're gonna talk about the campaign and stuff, and the most spoilers of all spoilers. So try to avoid all that as well. Tuesday, we're gonna play some Pathfinder Abomination Vaults, and Cyberpunk Red. And then Wednesday, we're gonna play video games. I'm not sure what video games we're going to play. I'm supposed to play some Dragon's Dogma. We might play some more Solasta. I don't know. We have to figure it out.
Or Dragon's Dogma got Solasta coming out. You got a Diablo 4, man.
Yeah, so
Breath
Tears
of
of
the
the Kingdom,
Wild.
Tears of the
Tears of the
Kingdom, and then Solasta expansion, and then Diablo 4 all dropped like within like 2 weeks of each other, and then
It's really tough.
11-plus-year-old poorly aged Dragon's
Console
Dogma.
port, yeah.
Yeah, it's just trying its best. It's like I'm fun, right? It's like I could see how I could see how you were fun. I could see how you were fun.
Dragon's Dogma 2 got announced, so like I might as well just wait for the second one now, right?
It kind of feels like that a little bit. But I installed the mods, so I feel like I could probably go pretty quick through the rest of the game because I could literally run through the game.
It's gonna be a lot better now that you have the mods.
Yeah. I downloaded a modern convenience quality of life bundle, so it should make things a little bit more fun. Thursday, Curse of Strahd Nightfall. We're at this point when you're running two concurrent games that they are so wildly divergent now that like it is becoming a lot easier to run because they're so different from each other that there's not a lot of overlap anymore. But it is wild. So it's been very, very interesting to see where things are going with that. Friday, I was thinking maybe a quick vodcast about all the amazing games that are coming out lately and how they might be influencing the way we run games and want to run games and things like that. Like my kid and I were brainstorming, like how would you make a Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom style dungeon puzzle that in Dungeons and Dragons, like because we were laughing because I solved a puzzle this afternoon in a completely unorthodox way, and they played the do music, and I was like, this is why I love this game, because they give you puzzles but there's no right answer for the puzzle, and like that's to me the best kind of puzzle you can put in a game. So like it's very inspiring. Yeah, so I thought that'd be a pretty fun one. Saturday morning, only 5 sessions left, 5 or less. They're on a meta timer, that campaign, 5 or less for Red Hand of Doom, to finish things up. Things are really heating up. Pressure's on, decisions are being made, inter-party conflicts are being had. It's getting extremely tense. Saturday night, maybe Celesta. I don't know what's going on with the schedule. And then Sunday morning, more Curse of Strahd Daybreak, which is also about to get real fucked up. And then some nice, relaxing Mythic Odyssey as the week ends. So, anyone else? Oh, and last thing, I have finalized the groups. I'm waiting to hear back for Alkenstar. I'm waiting to hear back from people. If you didn't hear from me, then essentially you were not in the initial selection, but there's like a lot of people that applied, like 20 people applied, and there's only eight spots. So I'm trying to get the groups I thought would be really good together. If I hear back from them, then I can finalize the groups. Otherwise, I'll try to make a final decision announcement on Tuesday. But for everybody that applied to the game, I appreciate that and the interest in the game and your faith in me to run a good Pathfinder 2 game. I'll be honest, after the one shot, I don't know if I've got the confidence to run a Pathfinder 2 game quite yet. So I'll definitely need to do some more leveling up before August, but it should be pretty fun. So does anybody else have any other announcements before we adjourn?
Nothing here.
Nothing here.
Okay. All right. Then I will leave everybody to it, and I hope everybody has a safe and healthy week. I'll see you on the Discord.
All right.
Night. Night.
Thanks for tuning in.